go.
We are baby metal.
We are VR. Hello.
Troopers.
Hello.
3.
Virtual reality.
I miss
What
that
up,
show.
y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Then why do you hate VR so much,
Oh,
Scott?
you got him. I was like, ooh, you just opened up that window.
It's a different kind of VR.
Well, I mean, but we could be Troopers 3.
We could in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to just be a lawnmower man over here. Okay. How's everybody doing?
Yo, what up?
Hey,
What's
Yo,
up, people?
welcome back.
Yeah.
I'm Scott.
I'm Trey.
And I'm Phil.
This week, Kill Bill. I couldn't come up with anything.
Oh.
I don't
Sorry.
think you have to.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
yeah.
just Kill Bill.
She shot me down.
Mm.
Oh, dude, yeah. What's the name of that band?
The 5, 6, 7, 8.
The 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had that I'm blood, shibby dooby dooby doo.
Yeah,
Dude, that's great,
Love it.
dude. They're amazing.
She has such bad guitar tone, and
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh man, that's period authentic.
Yeah. And it sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, see that's the thing is it's like one of those bad guitar tones that you're like, oh, it's perfectly bad. It's so- oh.
Exactly what it needs to be.
Shibby dooby dooby doo.
Yeah, man.
And she's sitting there chewing gum the whole time. She's
Yeah,
singing.
dude.
time.
Yeah. That drummer's rocking.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's been going on in
Should
the
we,
worlds of y'all's play spaces?
What do you think, Trey?
What you been doing?
I've been scattershotting, man.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with Hit Monkey.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So I've
cool,
been
cool.
really still enjoying that.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good time. But I don't want to ruin that for anybody who might want to watch it. Still doing a little bit of Zenith,
Oh, yeah.
putting in at least like an hour, 2 hour streams per night.
I saw that weird gray world you went into and
Oh
the
yeah,
server
that was
went
weird,
down.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they ended up actually putting out a patch 2 days ago, and so
Okay.
Oh,
the
so
patch.
you weren't supposed to go into that gray world.
Well, here's what happened.
Okay.
They put out a patch, and the patch tightened up the graphics of the game. They've added some.
Oh.
It's prettier. It's prettier. It moves better. So they added more animations. They added more side quests and things of that caliber. There's a lot more.
Already?
They added more to the end game. Oh, dude, they're going with it. And I was talking to Robbie last night. I was like, bro, like, why? I thought you were gonna play. Weren't you gonna play? He was like, well, I figured y'all were gonna be off of it. And I'm like, well, I'm literally streaming it
Like,
right now.
we are right now playing.
yeah,
It's,
right.
it's
It's like-
I don't know, why do you return Blaze Blue?
Right, same thing, right?
It's like-
but the thing is, man, it's like, and I was like, I can see the legitimacy of that with February being what it is, and we have all these titles coming out. Like,
Elden Ring will take my life over.
right. I've got Horizon next week. I got KOF 15 on Monday, and so it's like,
Is that Monday?
that's Monday.
Yeah.
Well, for early access, and listen to this, bro. Okay, if you get the deluxe version, then you get early access. That deluxe version is $40. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah. Yes, 40.
The
40
game is the base game 30?
Is
yeah.
Wait, was it 30?
Yeah, I
it
think
was 40.
30.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
30. It's $29.99 for the base game, $39.99 for the deluxe.
What the fuck?
Bro, I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna have to drop 140 on games this week. Fuck, dude, that shit is $40
Dude,
for the
Zenith
deluxe
and
with all
fucking
the
King of
DLC.
Fighters both coming out at 30, dude.
At 30,
That
dude.
is-
That's fantastic. And so I'm like, okay, I'll have these other things. However, Zenith is a different experience for me, right?
Yeah.
Like, while I have those games that I'm playing, like, that's all well good and great. Popping on the headset and just flying around, exploring for an hour or two, it's almost like a bit of therapy, Like it is. It's kind of
Well,
like
that world.
therapy.
That's why you gotta check it out, man. Just
Yeah.
being in that anime world and being able to
New name.
Yeah, that's right. We got the new name. We got the new look. We got the same old us. Still us.
Still the same
Do we
old
need
us.
to do
We did
like
not
a
update
YMCA thing? It was
3
like
p.m. Come on
You
and
need
join
a
us at
M.
about 3
About 3
p.m. or 4:30.
Who knows?
Be like a P.
You're gonna be a P?
The P.
Are you gonna be the P? Can I
That's the
not
P.
be the P?
Yeah, we could do it either way. I think
I
I'm
don't
the
want to be
M
responsible
either way.
for the 3. God damn it. Like,
You can't be a
Yeah,
3?
you gotta.
Make a 3
Make
right
a
now.
You
You
gotta bring a leg into that one.
yeah, but it is something that you really should see, Scott. Like, because it is. It's like every time I get into that world, I can't help but just raise my hands up, and it's just like, oh,
It's beautiful.
here I am.
Yeah. And then you fly and you're like,
Oh, this is the shit, dude.
Nice.
Especially once you get your stamina up. And so doing a little bit of that. I also started Sifu, which is incredibly fun.
Oh.
incredibly challenging.
Yeah.
However, in the light of Kill Bill this week,
Oh, it's so appropriate.
yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just classic revenge kung fu
Yes.
shit.
Yeah. You killed my family. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yes.
You know, and
Great.
so
I am
yeah.
Inigo Montoya.
Yes, you killed my father. Prepare to die. It's like, you seem a good man. I hate to kill you.
I hate to kill you.
But it is. I mean, it's. I mean, just the art style itself, just the tone of the game itself, that combat system. I mean, just the way that it flows. Well, since you have it, that means he has it.
He has it.
Yeah, and so
That's
something
right.
that you can check
I
out.
have things.
Yeah, you got
Yay.
things.
I have to keep remembering that I have things.
Yeah, you got
Right,
all
there-
you
sorts
got a
of
lot
guns.
of things, and
You got
so
a bunch of them.
it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, but it's definitely something you should check out.
Yeah.
I also started playing Death's Door.
Oh, yeah,
and
dude,
Death's
that
Door
looks so
is-
good.
Yeah, that's kind of my main focus right now. Like, I'm loving seafood, but that's something that you can kind of pick up and play.
Yeah.
You know, I feel the same way, honestly, about Zenith. But Death's Door is something that I'm definitely going to finish before Monday.
Right.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and just commit to it and knock it out, because it is. I mean, it's like, you know, for those of us who have been wanting a new Zelda, like, I mean, just like a new, like, Link to the Past-esque or Oracle of Ages or Seasons.
Yeah,
you know?
comparing it to the Oracle games makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. Like, it carries a
Yeah.
lot of those characteristics, you know?
Absolutely.
But it's also got this, what would I say about the art style? It's got this, what is it that it reminds me of? I can't even really put my finger on it, because it's kind of like that like low poly, high contrast colors, you know.
Yeah.
It's all I don't know what game I'm thinking of.
I don't even know if it's a game, man. Like, it really makes me think of almost like, some of it's almost like Burton-esque, and then some of it,
kind of.
yeah,
Little
it's got-
diorama style looking, like, yeah.
right.
Mhm.
you
It almost
know,
looks like it could be like toys.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. And it's absolutely hilarious.
Mhm.
Like, you know, one of the first bosses that you fight. Oh, that clap. You know, it's like you go to this
David
guy and you're
clapping,
expecting
dude.
a reward. You're like, oh, he's like, oh, you want a reward? And he's like,
Good job.
you came to
yeah,
me
yeah.
asking for a reward.
Well, here's a
He's
clap.
like, well, good job. You know? Like, that's what you get.
great.
But there was a villain. There's this witch who was like
yeah.
trying to preserve people's lives, and so she turned people's heads into urns, right? And that was supposed to somehow like extend your life. I mean,
Yeah.
she fucked up, but then she fucked up on this one guy. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but she fucked up on him and turned his head into a pot. And
Oh,
it's
was
a
that
pot
the
full
picture
of
that you
soup.
sent us?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
She
his
looks
name
like
is
the Witch of the
Pothead.
Waste.
Yeah, totally. And so whenever he like bows,
Yeah, his
he
pothead,
takes off
dude.
his lid as his hat, and he'll bow, and soup will spill out onto the ground. And it's like, dude, it's so good. Devolver, man, Devolver just doesn't miss. And so it does. It ticks all the boxes. Like, the combat system's really, really
Yeah.
good. It's a challenging game. There's a nice upgrade, upgrade tree that you can use, or really not a tree, but upgrades that you can use. The game is funny. It's well written,
Right.
you know, and from what I understand, it's only 8 to 10 hours.
Oh,
And
really?
so
okay.
yeah, so it's not like something that's a huge investment, you know,
Yeah.
huge commitment.
And you are knocking on death's door constantly.
Constantly.
Jesus
you
Christ.
know?
There are times where, because I was sitting there playing, was I playing Sifu at the time, or what was I playing? I don't know. I was playing something. I was probably playing Bloodborne, to be honest.
Right. I don't think you had Sifu at that point.
No,
when you were
I don't think
watching the
so.
stream.
Yeah, but I'd look and I'd be like, oh yeah, he's starting over, and then death, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
god damn,
Well,
you
because
just started this run.
You'll stumble on some like challenge areas
Yeah.
just completely
Oh, yeah.
randomly,
Mhm.
and then they just throw you in, and it's just like, okay, well, here's a battle.
It's like
man.
Returnal.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well, we
yeah.
just cranked it up all the way on you.
Yeah, dude, and it's like it's out of nowhere, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now I got to learn these new
Yeah.
combat patterns, and they attack very, very quickly.
Is the environment random? Is that the
No.
So it's a set environment.
It's a set environment.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I
That's
mean,
the way it
I've
was
seen
looking
a
to
lot of
me, but-
people that think that it's like a roguelike or something like
Yeah.
that. It's very much not. If you
Yeah.
die, you go back to the previous door. You have doors that'll take you back to your hub world.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
you can use that same door to teleport you like wherever it's linked to in the overworld. So
Cool.
whenever you
Cool.
do that, wherever you die, you appear at that door, and so you just have to walk back.
Okay.
Then the
Okay.
whole way you're unlocking shortcuts, kind of like Sifu.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's exactly
And
what I
so
was thinking.
yeah, so whenever you play back through that area,
Yeah.
you can maneuver a lot quicker.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot.
They have some similarities and came out.
It's very Zelda.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very like Zelda.
When did this come out? It's been a couple months, maybe?
Yeah, a few months. I think it came out at the end of last year, like November.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Should have checked Game Pass first, but
Yeah, I fucked that up. Well, I saw it on sale, man, and it was on
it's
sale
probably
for
worth
$14.
worth throwing them the money, dude.
Look,
It
I
totally
will
is.
pay
Yeah.
Devolver. I will.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
It's like what I was talking about with Robbie with King of Fighters. I was like, man, even if you know we're only going to play it for a couple of months and move on to something else, because when DNF comes out, we're going to be all over that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I know that, but give fucking SNK some money,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
SNK deserves our money.
Dude, they've given us so much over the course of our entire lives.
Yeah.
You know,
Give them money.
And they're dropping this shit at 30?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Bro,
yeah.
you know, which is the smartest play.
I wonder
considering
if Metal Slug Tactics is going to be cheap, too.
it probably will be.
Man.
It probably will be.
Winners.
Yeah, dude. They're
Winners.
fucking winners, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking winners. And so it's like, you know, and that's really smart for KOF because in this current environment of anime fighter dominance,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
KOF being as technical as it is, they need to get as many people playing the game as possible, right? And so a lot of people, SNK games are complicated.
Yeah, they've
you know?
always been complicated.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, and so they seem like they've kind of lowered the barrier for entry here.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, for those people who remember how hard some of these games have been historically, they might not want to pick it up.
I can't wait to see this final boss.
Boy.
Ooh.
And I mean, well, we didn't talk about it last week. You know, we got Geese Howard coming, we got Rock coming, we got Yamazaki coming.
Oh my God,
let's
Yamazaki.
go, Yamazaki, Yamazaki, dude. And so I'm just like, bring me Rugal. Just give me.
I know.
I gotta see Rugal.
I know.
I need it. And I mean, Verse has resurrected everybody.
I got a feeling that Rugal will be his family team, so it'll be. I swear to God, I cannot remember either of his kids' names. But there's the blonde guy that has like the kind of puffy pants that with the V-cut shirt. You remember there's that dude in the sleeveless kind of thing going on, and then there's his daughter that's like wearing like the ball gown basically, and has the big ass panther that comes out with her. She was in like 11, maybe in 2001, 2002. There's so many fucking characters though, man. Yeah.
I mean, they could pick from whomever.
So if you had absolute anybody from KOF that you want to be in this, I mean, other than Rugal, other than that, who do you want? Who do you want?
I mean, honestly, I'm good. I've got all of my mains.
There's two that I want so bad.
I mean, I want to see. I mean, Kukri's already back, and so
God, Kukri,
yeah. Like I'm pretty good. I have to think on that. Who would you say?
Oh, what up, Lime?
What up, Lime?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
for real.
I thought you were at the con.
Yeah,
Just
pop in for a second.
saying, hey.
Oh, just on her phone. Yeah.
We'll pop and pop back.
Polly pop.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, for real. Hey, let us know what time you're gonna go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've asked in text chat and we haven't gotten a confirmation.
Cool. We're thinking I'm thinking like noon 1, something like that. But
yeah, that sounds smart because I think it ends at like 5 or 6.
Give me time to finish my cosplay.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
the one named Sailors.
There's this one girl from I guess 2004, Hinako, and she's the little skinny girl that does sumo. You know what I'm talking about? Sailor Scott.
Yeah. He is the one named Sailor Scoot.
But it's either going to be really funny and charming or really funny and disturbing. So,
maybe it'll be all of it.
Maybe it'll be all.
A little bit of sauce and a little bit of cheese. I like it.
Thanks for popping in, Lime.
Yeah, good to see you. All right, have fun.
Yeah, do you remember Hinako, the little girl that does the sumo shit?
Yeah.
I love her. She's so fucking good, and she'll hit you with the hand slap, and she'll do the stomp and everything. And then there's this little girl named Momoko. Yeah. And she like dances on you, and she looks like she's wearing pajamas, and she's just like, and she kind of does capoeira a little bit, like that kind of thing. Yeah, but those were always my two favorites. I get the two cute girls and beat the shit out of you with them.
There you go. Absolutely. That's usually my strategy.
Yeah, man.
Fighting games, honestly.
Oh, look at the cute girl. Ow, stop hitting me.
Yeah, because we've got, 38 characters?
Like, oh, is she cute? I bet she can run up on a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think they've pretty much covered my bases.
Yeah.
Man. Like I have Whip. I really
Is
like Whip.
Oswald in this one?
Oswald is not.
Okay, Oswald's a fucking banger.
They
dude.
might bring him back. I mean, they're bringing back fucking Ash.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, Ash banger.
Yeah, if Ash is there, and then there's just so much.
We can do
man.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daimon's in this one.
Goro Daimon.
Yeah, he's always been one of my mains.
Is Goro in it? I don't think Goro is.
No, my man Daimon isn't in it.
He might be. I just didn't think. I don't remember seeing.
I need him. He's like the only SNK grab character that I really feel like. I like Ralph and Clark.
Yeah, me too.
But dude, Daimon.
Yeah. And then Cronin's back, which is also psycho because Cronin's broke as fuck.
Bro.
Yeah. And so they had to actually redesign Cronin.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Because Cronin was based on Tetsuo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because remember, he would have his arm that would mutate out.
He even had the cape and everything.
Yeah, he was completely
shit.
Tetsuo.
What does he look like now?
And so, now he's kind of a little bit cyborg.
Oh, okay.
And so he has a cybernetic arm that does all this shit and transforms.
Okay.
And so,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they still
could be.
Yeah, he's
just
just
kind of
Mecha Kira.
Right?
Mecha Kira,
exactly.
yeah,
Because they had to change it. They ended up having to remove him from the game
Yeah.
earlier because
Oh,
they
yeah.
got sued over it.
Right.
And so, and then he was also OP as fuck.
God,
too,
he was so fucking broke though,
yeah,
dude.
super broke.
Oh.
Yeah, super broke. And so I'm cool. I'm very excited to see these redesigns. Anyway, passing the mic. Scoot.
Scoot.
Yeah, I've been kind of scattershot this week too. I got a new hat.
You got a
You
new
did.
Scarf.
And a new scarf.
Yes.
From Mama.
From Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
Doing fine work.
Is
Doing
that,
great. I like these colors.
Amelia?
Catherine.
Catherine? I thought she said.
Amelia's her middle name.
Right, but I thought, is that not the name that's going to be.
Now it's really hot,
her,
so I'm gonna
her
take these
tags.
off.
I
Yeah.
actually forgot that she had tags
Yeah,
printed
that's
out. Totally.
the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so promote
But
that
I like
shit.
it. It's a warm hat and scarf. Can keep me wrapped up tonight.
Yeah.
And probably tomorrow because it's probably gonna be cold.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be cold.
Probably gonna be cold.
No, it's
Shit.
going to be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
a
talking about 48
Sailor
degrees.
Scout needs a scarf.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You never know.
We'll have to get see, Mama, you got a scarf we could get for Lime?
Yeah, we'll give Lime a scarf.
Very-
I'll hook that up.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that happens.
Yeah,
But
it's her birthday tomorrow.
But
Yeah. Oh, it is actually tomorrow.
Yes.
I wasn't
Oh,
sure
okay.
if it was
Cool.
already happened.
No,
or-
it's tomorrow.
Awesome.
All right,
Okay,
then I'll
cool.
just put all of this confetti back.
Yeah. Oops.
Save that.
God damn, I got to sweep.
I gotta take all those balloons down. But no, other than that, catching up on some anime. Been watching. Finally watched Recreators.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah.
It's really good, or it starts really, really good. I think it ends up being a little too long. Like it's a 21 episode series. I think the story could have been told with like 16 episodes.
Right.
Because
yeah.
they do fall into a lot of really long, really drawn out expositions, and a lot of times, especially in the later episodes, they're just reinforcing ideas that they've pretty much shown you early on. They're basically explaining, well, this is why this character did this,
Yeah.
Right.
So, no,
They dedicate like full episodes
No,
to flashbacks and
yeah,
things like that.
well, there's only one recap episode,
Okay.
but I think they did it in an interesting way, so I don't hate that.
No, flashbacks, not necessarily a recap.
No, not really. No, actually, no. When I'm talking about like they get into long-winded expositions, is usually 2 or more characters in a room, and they're just talking about what's going on. So it's one of those, and they're not really compensating with any interesting visuals.
Oh.
So again, but ultimately, I enjoyed the series.
Okay.
I didn't really mind it too much, but
Is it
I'm
over?
inoculated to that. Yeah, it's done. It's
Okay.
one season done.
Cool.
21 episodes.
That's what I like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But at
Yeah.
the very least, watch the first 3 episodes, guys. And if you like those first 3 episodes, keep watching until you get bored with it and then drop it. It's fine, because you probably will. I'm just being honest, but I enjoyed it. Other than that, finally getting around to watching Precure, which is actually it's a magical girl show, 2004. It's really fucking good. It's a lot more action-centric than a lot of magical girls shows from that era tended to be.
What
Monica
era?
Magica?
Like they're fighting. No.
That was action.
Well, yeah, but this is after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is like, they're gonna fight with the power of friendship, but they're also gonna fight with their fists.
Mm.
Kind of thing,
gotcha.
like they're gonna punch you together. You know, as friends, you will be punched. I don't know. It's fun, and I like the characters. Honika's the best girl. I don't know what else to say. Other than that, downloaded and played and beat Kill It With Fire.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
All right.
Literally this morning I finished it.
Nice.
How long was it?
Not very long. I think there's only like maybe 8 levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, real kind of just get in there, turn your brain off, and kill a bunch of spiders kind of game.
Right.
That's it. You know.
I like that.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
basically
Farpoint.
they
Yeah,
licensed
that's where
the,
I went.
yeah,
dude.
they licensed the
Yeah.
physics engine just so you can have the catharsis of killing a lot of spiders.
Yeah, with everything.
With everything.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
It looks
It's
like
very-
good, stupid fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's good, dumb fun.
Yeah. That's one of those games I've always like looked at and been like, yeah, but not now.
Yeah,
Right,
but
right.
yeah.
And it was like $4.
It's
And I'm
like that-
That's fucking worth
What's
it.
that game where like it's basically the floor is lava?
Talking about Cluster Truck?
No, it's like
Oh.
called it's not called the floor is lava, but it might as well be. It's
Yeah.
like close enough, but it's basically it's just
Is it a VR game or a flat
no,
game?
it's a flat game. It's just like a platformer runner that the floor is lava.
No.
I was like,
Mario.
awesome. yeah,
Say,
yeah, really.
Every
yeah, yeah.
platformer ever.
It's kind of like Mirror's
Mega
Edge,
Man.
but more silly.
Oh, okay.
So think of it
Gotcha.
more like that. Yeah,
Right.
it's
I got it.
parkour kind of
Like
thing.
run, jump, slide.
Right.
All
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Slide.
Well, I guess you can't slide.
Run.
Can you slide?
Jump.
the
Slide.
floor is
slide,
lava, what you
slide,
gonna slide on?
Jump. The walls, I guess. I don't know.
Whole slide.
I think you can. Man, I fucking hate that level in Mega Man 8.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
hate that level.
Oh,
Like, god damn it, dude.
oh my god.
That's some PTSD gaming right there.
Right.
I can't even.
You ever
But-
play? You ever play Super Meat Boy?
Yes.
Okay.
You like the Meat Boy?
I like it.
You like it? Yeah.
That's all right.
Man, I love me some Meat Boy.
Love me some Meat Boy.
Mm.
It just seem like something that you might be interested
I dig it. It's
Yeah.
hard as fuck.
in. It is. It is that.
But I do like it.
There-
Um,
this Meat Boy Forever might come out one of these days, you know.
Well, that
Yeah.
was mobile only, right? And that's just a runner.
Oh, is that what that one
Yeah.
was?
It's an infinite runner.
Well, what's
Yeah, it's
the
Infinite
what's the
Runner.
next one? Because they kept talking about another Meat Boy. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get my hopes up.
Yeah. that's,
Dreamscaper. What is Dreamscaper? You guys know about
Dreamscaper.
Dreamscaper?
I don't know
about
Dreamscaper.
Hmm.
Never heard of it. I have to look it up.
Yeah. Well, what
Yeah.
else did you do, Scoot?
I mean, other than that, I found a movie that I'd really like us to cover. I was telling Trey on the way here, Vibes with
yeah, I don't
Jeff
know anything about that.
Goldblum
Okay.
and Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, I do know
You
what
know
you're
what
talking
I'm
about.
talking about?
Yeah, I've never seen that
Holy
though.
shit, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's not great,
Yeah.
but it is good.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think we should do it for one of the episodes because
Cool.
it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
It came out in '88.
Love me
88,
some
dude.
Cyndi Lauper, dude.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude,
Time
and you know
after
what? She's actually
time.
really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't watch this movie and think, oh, she's actually a really good actress. She should have a longer should have had a longer acting career. No. This is probably enough Cyndi Lauper acting,
Yeah.
but she's really good at what she does.
Yeah.
Well, if you're lost, you can look and you'll probably find her.
True. Well, girls
Time
just
after
want to
time.
have fun.
Oh man.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like Hades. There's another. She
Hades
was in
thing.
Bones.
Cyndi Lauper was in Bones?
Huh? I didn't know that either.
Oh.
What the fuck? Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Man.
Have to check that out.
Yeah,
What's that
there's
weird
an-
movie with Madonna?
There's quite a few.
Like it's like her first movie, and she basically it's like
She's
like
all
the-
that.
is that
Is that what it is?
I thought She's All That's the one with
Something
the
to
high
that effect.
school.
It's something.
I thought
to
Freddie
that.
Prinze Jr. I think that's She's All That.
Huh? Maybe.
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. Whatever. Never mind.
So, what
Never
you been
mind.
doing, Philip?
Yeah, so
Fucking okay. So he got me wanting to play Bloodborne. So I started a new character on Bloodborne,
cool.
and I'm gonna try to play a different build than I usually do because Bloodborne to me, I really like a Strength Arcane build. Strength Arcane makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
But I decided to go in a completely different direction, and I'm gonna do a Dex
build.
Arcane or Dex Blood Tinge. So I'm actually
Oh.
level up the guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've
Hell yeah.
never put a bunch of stock in the guns.
Neither
It's the
have I.
parry tool, and that's it. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
But you can actually level up the guns to the point where you have more bullets. You have fucking You do more damage, all that kind of shit. And I don't know. I mean, I got to Gascon, and then Sifu wandered into my life, and now I don't want to do anything else but play Sifu.
Sifu will do that to you.
Jesus, man.
Sifu just a wandering.
Yeah.
That intro, man.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That intro just by itself, like especially you hit that twist, and then it goes straight into the montage. And that's so clean. It's so clean because you're just basically going through kata, and then all of a sudden he'll imagine one of the people that he's, going to get revenge against. And so you'll fight the way he remembers them.
And it's also the tutorial for how to do all the basic maneuvers.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so slick, dude.
It's slick.
It's fucking the presentation of that game is amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And it looks really good, but in its own way, so it's not
Right.
trying to be super high fidelity. It just has really great style.
It's just really
to it.
tight.
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
really tight. Some of the, I mean, if you just sit there and analyze it, some of the textures are, kind of flat.
Or whatever.
There's not a lot to them, but as a whole,
Yeah.
it does. It has almost like
It's a lot like Zenith, right?
Disney-esque vibe. Yes.
Yeah, where it's
Yes.
not like this stuff is the best I've ever seen in graphics, but it has such a tight art style, and
Right.
it's doing exactly what it's trying
Like
to
looking
do.
at each asset
Yeah.
individually, it's like it leaves a lot to be desired. But once you view it all in its totality,
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, this works.
I gotta get better at doing the dodge.
Dodge,
Yeah, like not the trigger dodge, but just the standing still.
the holding L1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
I gotta get
that's
better
everything.
at doing that. Mhm.
Yeah, that's very well. Once again, it comes down to memorization of attack patterns,
Yep.
right?
Right.
Yep.
But when you have
Yep.
like 8 people attacking you at one time, that gets difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you start having to vault over stuff and kite them and all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
It gets
I mean,
so
I guess
hot, dude.
that's huge, right? Just
Yeah.
knowing when to run away. Sometimes.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That's helped me a bunch with that game. Is just there's 6 dudes. No.
in the herd a
Go
little bit. Yeah,
that
man.
way.
seriously.
Guys
And,
look like they really do not want to be my friend.
oh yeah, and then sometimes they'll people will kind of go Super Saiyan, like they'll
Yeah, what's
power
up with that,
dude?
Yeah, you do the finisher on them, and they say "fuck
They
you,"
break
and then
out.
they
They're
get a
just like,
full
"Rah!"
meter,
Uh-huh.
and then you can't parry them anymore.
Exactly. But you know what you
Ooh.
can do?
What?
Charge punch. Do that little
Oh.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stun them.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like it. I like it that they implemented like the delay combo kind of thing, like Devil May Cry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I've always dug that. I think I haven't unlocked enough abilities yet to have a good opinion on that. You know what I mean? But so far, I got like the roundhouse kick and then that charge hit, and I guess that's all I did.
I mean, as permanent unlocks, that's a lot of points.
Yeah.
For just 2 abilities.
Absolutely.
Because the way the system works is it's roguelike in that way where as you're playing through, you can actually invest your points your experience points, whatever, into getting a skill, right?
Okay.
If you put points into, let's say the skill costs 500 points. You get that skill, you pay the 500, you get the skill for the duration of that run. All right? If you put 5 stacks of 500 into it after that, you can make it a permanent unlock. And so if you just keep putting points
But
into
permanent's still just that life cycle.
exactly, still for the life cycle.
Yeah.
But if you die and have to start over, then you still have that shit from the very beginning. So if you go all the way back and do like level 1 again, then you'll already have those permanent unlocks.
That's cool.
For going back through level 1.
Okay.
Okay. And so they have their own really unique system.
Yeah, and I still haven't figured it all out yet.
It's weird. It's weird.
But I
Because
love
if you start over from level 1,
Yeah.
you're back to age 20.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Right. And so you can basically essentially kind of start your run over in a way, because if you go back and you do like a clean run all the way through and it becomes your best run, then when you're ready to go to the club, stage 2, you'll be whatever age you were at the end of that previous run.
So, okay,
So go backwards. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. If worse comes to worse, replay level
Unlock
1
some
again.
abilities, go back, play level 1.
Then build yourself up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the way the game... Do you know much about Sifu?
No.
You
Okay.
will soon, sir.
You're very soon.
You should totally download it. When
You
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
should. And also, I mean, I think that, like, because I was really thinking, I was really torn about buying either Dying Light 2 or Sifu.
Yeah, I think you made the right choice, dude.
Right.
Because Dying Light 2 seems like it will be good in
Yeah.
like a couple months, maybe.
Yeah.
But right now, there's a fuck ton of glitches.
There's a lot of bugs with it.
bugs.
And it would be a fun game to play.
Yeah.
But Sifu is something very unique, and
Right.
very different. But the way
Right.
the game works is, as you play it, as you die, you actually age, right? So you have this charm that'll bring you back to life, and it'll bring you back to life with however many there's these skulls that you have after you die.
Right.
And if it's like 1 through 4, that's how many years you'll age
Yeah,
upon
you'll
death.
die and it'll be like 4 more years.
And so
All of a sudden you're 37 and you're like,
dude,
what
it's
the
like,
fuck?
What the fuck just happened, dude? And every time you age, your damage output goes up, but your health goes down.
Yeah.
So it's easier for you
Yeah.
to die, but you're also wizened, boy.
Yeah.
You know, so you're out there doing that work.
You turn it into pie mace.
Yes, yes. And that is the end goal. Is, you know, by the time you're like 72, you got that long beard,
Yeah,
you got that
nice.
long hair, you know. And I love the fact that it's canon. Like in the world,
yeah.
if
Yeah.
your enemy kills you and then you come back, they're like, "What are you?" You know what
Yup.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you
dude.
came back
Yeah.
older, and that actually happened,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering how they were gonna kind of normalize that within the world.
Yeah.
But it's real.
Yeah.
Like you get up, you get a long ass beard, and they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Whoa.
Well, you didn't have a beard before.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly,
seriously.
man. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a second ago.
It's
Yeah.
great. I also like it that when that happens, they don't like reset everybody's health. You know,
Right,
So if you're in
yeah.
the middle of a boss fight, you got them down most of the way. You get murked, then you
Yeah.
come right back, and they still have the same amount of health.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay,
they
cool.
want you to progress, but it's all about just getting better and better
Yeah,
and better.
I feel like this is totally one of those hard but fair games.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
if you died, it's because you fucked up.
It's 'cause
It's
you
not
fucked
because
up.
the game did something shitty. to
Usually,
you.
what'll kill you is
Yeah.
impatience.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, once you're just like, especially in overconfidence,
Yeah.
that'll fuck you.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
You're going through that 1st stage. You're like, oh, I got this shit.
Yeah,
Next
I
thing you
know.
Yeah, the pipes
Yeah.
start raining down on your head. You know, and
Or
one of
those
the,
big dudes.
Yeah. Oh man, big boy, big papa.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like one of the first scenes is like a horizontal shot. It's like a long
Yeah.
shot down
Oh
a
my
hallway.
God. It
like
just-
straight out of Old Boy.
It
dude.
does the
Oh,
old
nice.
boy thing. Oh
Boy.
my god, it's
Boy.
so satisfying.
He was like, "I'll watch your stream. I'll just check it out." And like within seconds, he's just like, "Holy shit!"
I'm
Yeah.
so-
You know?
Nice.
I was like, "Philip, this game's made for you." He's just like, "Holy shit!"
I see.
Uh-huh.
You're right.
It's so hot.
It's so hot. I can see myself playing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Even once I beat it, I could see myself coming back and playing through it again.
Well, it still has that arcadey flair.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it seems like
How
something that could
fast
exist.
can I do a run? You know,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be cool to see some Sifu speed runs.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be really good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I mean, these enemies, they're not using like canned attack.
No, the
patterns, like-
tells aren't nearly as obvious. Yeah.
No.
I've gotten really good about parrying bottles when they throw them at me, though. So,
Uh-huh.
you
And I
know.
mean, and you have an upgrade where you can actually catch the bottles out of the air.
Oh fuck!
You know, you have the
Oh.
environmental. Yeah, you have like environmental upgrades, so you can like
kick a
actually
stool
kick
at
chairs
somebody,
and
you
stools
kick
at
a-
people.
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. You know what I'm saying? You can be holding a bottle.
Yeah.
I bought it one time just to try it, and you can be holding a bottle and still grab a bottle in the environment and throw that one while still holding yours.
Oh.
So, yeah, dude. So.
Oh, that's cool.
It's,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
pretty hot, and there's tons of stuff to interact with that you wouldn't even notice if you didn't have that ability.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
pick up objects as weapons. You pick the broom up.
Boy,
fucking
you
start
kick
using it
the
as a bow.
broom. You kick that motherfucker up and it spins it over your backwards
Yeah,
over your
seriously.
shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and then you're ready
Yep.
for acting. Boy, oh my god,
It's so hot. It's so hot. But other than that, I think the only other thing I did was I watched the finale of Book of Boba Fett,
Yeah.
which is good. Odd, I'll tell you that. Odd, but good.
So we continue the Mando crossover all the way to the end, or
Fuck, dude. At this point, it seems like they're one show.
Uh huh.
They just went, well, Mandalorians unite.
Yeah.
You
That was
know?
a matter of time.
I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
yeah,
A-
it
and
does.
and what's her name is just an assassin the whole time. Like Finnick Shand. Yeah, that's her name. Jesus, she's gone, and then all of a sudden there's a room of dead folks, and you're like, what's that? Oh, it's her. Oh, because she's a ghost. She
so,
is just,
so wait, they killed off badass Mando, the bad
they didn't
bad
kill him.
girl.
No,
You know, no, you know what I'm talking about? from Mando. She was one of the like free Mandalorians.
Oh, you're talking about Bo-Katan, the one with the red hair? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the one she was a wrestler. And,
yeah. Uh-huh.
Is she dead?
I don't know. We don't know, man. We don't know. They kind of walked away from that story point.
Oh, okay.
Because her and Bo-Katan were both on the ship when they captured what's his name? The guy from Far Cry 6.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Gustavo Fring. That's who it is. Yeah. That dude's an awesome actor, but really, him as Gus Fring is the one that sticks with you, right?
Yeah. When he walks out and adjusts that tie.
Oh, and then half his face
I was
is gone.
like, yeah, because when I first saw that, I'm like, this tough as nails motherfucker. Like, he's still alive? Like, Jesus, man.
Man,
and then they show you the other side of his face.
Really, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to watch.
You never watched Breaking Bad?
No.
Scoot.
Yeah.
That's some good shit. That's some good shit.
And it doesn't suck. Like, there's not a point where you're like, oh, this series is going down.
No,
watch,
like,
just got better.
And then they know when to end it.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched the first season?
I think I watched the first season.
Okay.
Or at least most of the first season.
So you remember the old Jesse.
Oh, man.
Bitch. Yeah, bitch. Batch. No, he said batch. Batch. Oh my God! Like every other word. No, that was Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, that's her name.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember what her name is because she's not exactly a Mandalorian. They're man,
I
all
she
that
was one.
She's more of like just a mercenary.
Well, like
I thought she had the fucking. She didn't have Beskar, but she had the armor.
Sure, but Bo-Katan and her group of people kind of went against religious Mandalorians.
Right.
So yes, they were taking the title of Mandalorian as far as like they were because
they all had armor and they were all like
right, and all of them took their goddamn helmets off all the damn
exactly,
time. So
right?
so they're not.
But that doesn't make you. It makes you not a part of the Mando
religion.
The religion.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you're still Mandalorian.
She is from
as
Mandalore, and she is
right.
part of the. Yes, absolutely.
She looked hot as fuck in that armor.
That's correct.
All right, I
That is
didn't want
accurate.
to say it out loud, but if that's
accurate.
what we got to do, then that's what I'm going to do.
And the fight between her and Boba Fett in the bar,
bad boy,
dude.
I was like,
fight,
Jesus.
The fight between her and Boba Fett in the bar is fucking dope.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they both step to each other like, "What, you gonna do something?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fucking good. Yeah. No, but I don't know. They haven't addressed anything that's going on with those characters.
Okay.
Yeah, they just took Mando and put him in Book of Boba Fett.
And Grogu is there as well?
Some shit happens.
So, okay.
Some shit happens,
okay.
man.
Okay, how many episodes? 8?
7?
7?
Yeah, I think
and this is on Disney, right?
It's on Disney.
Fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to get this login from Melissa, and then you guys can get that.
For real. Well, I think Disney only allows viewing on one screen, right?
Well, yeah, but we probably won't be watching it at the same time.
Yeah, but if she throws it on, you go to sleep, or you never know what that situation's like. Why do I keep getting kicked off of my Disney Plus?
I don't know. It's crazy. That shit's.
I don't know. Like, call them.
Yeah, that's been happening. I've been reading articles about it. It just happens randomly. I don't know. They said maybe you should just log off for a few hours and then log back on in the morning.
I called them.
Maybe about 2 or how long is this movie?
Yeah,
about 2.5 hours.
It'll clear up in about 2.5 hours. You just wait.
Right.
I gotta watch some more Hawkeye.
Right.
Have you watched that?
I did. I watched all of Hawkeye. It was
Really?
cool.
What was your thought?
I liked it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
We'll have to catch up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like Hawkeye as a character, to me, is really not that interesting.
Man, there's a part where Neil was talking about it with me because he said that he overly identified with this one part because in the series Hawkeye has like a hearing aid. You know?
Oh, okay.
And occasionally there's problems with it, but at one point somebody's talking to him. They're like,
he knows
so
Tony Stark.
Why are you deaf?
Tony Stark ain't around.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Stark. Stark's gone.
Stark's gone.
So all this is. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Well, but so he's got this this hearing aid in it, and she's questioning him about it. Why can't you hear?
Richard ain't there yet.
Richard in there?
Yeah, there's no Fantastic Four yet.
So all of this is prequel.
Well, okay.
It's not
look,
prequel.
look, Hawkeye.
As far as
You
I
got to
know.
think of
What's going
Hawkeye.
on?
You got to think of Hawkeye as this is some shit happening over here. Okay,
Yeah.
For the
it's
CIA.
not.
It has nothing to do with anything.
It-
Really?
It has a lot to do with what was going on with Hawkeye.
Okay.
Look, you know that period of time where Hawkeye thought that everyone that he knew, or half of everyone he knew, was dead, and so he turned into a complete murder man. It addresses
post snap.
It's post snap. It's post everybody's back.
Yeah.
But he's trying to cover up him being Ronin when he just murdered people.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
not what I expected.
no, dude, it's good. It's
Okay.
good because basically, man, I can't think of the girl's name, but it's the young archer, right? She's she accidentally comes upon his outfit.
I don't like this
Why?
because Returnal.
Oh, spaceman. Dr. Spachimin over there. Oh, man, you just brought a whole new wave of creepiness to it.
It's creeping
Anyway,
me out.
Hawkeye's good. It's only like 5 or 6 episodes, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
wait. It's only 5 or 6
it's only
episodes?
5 or 6 episodes. Yeah, and it
Huh.
totally has an ending to it too. So like they
That's not what I
wrap up
expected.
the story, and you're like, well, awesome, okay, cool.
All
But
right.
they also bring canon, Wilson Fisk from the Daredevil show, so it's
Yeah.
Vincent
I have read that.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just great. That's it. Yeah.
Heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
No, but so he's got this hearing aid. That's all I was trying to say.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, why are you deaf? And then he
How do you ask somebody that?
goes like, right. Well, I mean, he's got one.
Why are you blind?
He's only
Well,
got-
it's funny you mentioned that because this morning I watched. Sorry.
Can I say this thing?
Yes,
Can I
go
fucking
ahead,
say
go
this
ahead.
thing?
Yes, you can.
And he phases out, and then it shows some shit blowing up next to his head, and then it shows him getting punched in the fucking head, and then it shows him falling off a building and hitting his ear
That's
on the ground,
hilarious.
and then he goes, "Yeah, a lot happened."
Was that Jeremy Renner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
guy
like him.
from what's it called? Hurt Locker. That's the
Yeah,
thing that
there you
fucks
go.
me up about it.
Right.
Is that's
You-
where I was introduced to Jeremy Renner.
Right.
Him and Falcon were both in Hurt Locker. Anyway.
Sorry. You guys have seen House of Flying Daggers, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You remember at the very beginning that dude? He's like talking to the chick,
Mhm.
and he's just like, so when have you always been blind?
yeah, totally.
Something happened. Did like something happen or something?
That's a good one.
Okay.
Oh
You're
man.
like-
Did y'all ever see Chocolate?
Chocolat?
Yeah,
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Are we talking
Yeah.
about the same movie?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Because I think Chocolate was a drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
one I'm thinking of
that's
with
the one
Johnny
I-
Depp, where there's the girl
uh-huh.
that makes the love candy for
Yeah,
everybody.
no, this
not that
is this is from not You by You. What's the
Oh, is
name
this
of-
like a female samurai or something like that? Female ninja?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
it's from the same
I
team.
know about
Was
it.
it You by You? It might have been You by You.
Okay.
Tony Jaa's team.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's about the blind
Oh.
girl who was just
Yeah.
a badass.
I haven't
like-
seen it, but I know what
yeah,
you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, totally worth your time.
Chocolate. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
News
right.
jutsu?
News Jutsu. It's good to see y'all, boys.
All right. So,
All right.
are you
Jujutsu.
sold on this game yet?
Who, Trey?
Mm-hmm.
Trey's buying it.
Trey's buying Ghostwire Tokyo.
Trey's buying it.
Every time I see it, it just looks better.
It looks better and
Mhm.
better and better. And it also looks fairly linear,
Mhm.
right? Like sometimes it kind of reminds me of like Deus Ex, like with the different
I was
skills that you can
Yeah, I was
Yeah, oh,
watching
yeah.
the trailer this morning, or what you guys sent me,
Mhm.
and I was just like, so this is BioShock by way of Gantz.
get. BioShock, Gantz,
Oh.
Dishonored, kind of.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
have the
yeah.
grapple and everything.
And it's
that
funny
you can
because
do.
it almost has some similarity to Sifu and like the
Right.
the art style. This is like neon Sifu, right?
Well, I
It's
don't
like-
know about that because these particles are
Oh
popping.
well,
off,
yeah. This
baby.
is AAA
Jesus,
developed.
So
Yeah.
many particles.
Dude, and that's
Yeah.
really the biggest reason why I want to play the game because it's like
Particles. For the
Dude, I'm
particles.
serious. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that, the way that you cast spells and
Oh,
shit
Oh,
yeah,
it looks so
looks
hot, dude.
amazing. Like
yeah.
that whole thing where you tether multiple enemies
Uh-huh.
and then you pull the tether
Mm-hmm.
that's connected to their souls. Like I'm just like, oh, I want to do
Yeah,
it. I
man.
want to do it. And
Ah.
so, yeah, and that comes out on the 25th of March,
Yeah.
same day as Tiny Tina.
And
so
this
I'm
was
double for it.
this was just like a showcase.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
just the latest trailer that they did.
But they also
but
had
they had
people,
gameplay.
like,
They actually
I
had
was
some.
about to say
yeah.
it was a pretty long video. I
Yeah.
didn't watch all of it, but they
Mhm.
had like developers and
Yep.
other people
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the team. Like,
Yeah, I
talking
guess you're
about
right.
it.
It's more of a
Yeah.
showcase.
More of a
more of a
showcase.
Right,
yeah.
because they were showing off, the story itself, and they started showing off some mechanics. Because a lot of people still don't know what Ghostwire Tokyo actually is.
No,
Right,
I
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't. You
No.
know, and so then
This
I
is the
watched
first
that, and I was
in-depth
like,
thing I've seen.
wait
Right.
a minute, like this is now games are starting to look next gen.
Right.
Like that truly
Right.
looks next gen. You
Man,
know.
you know, I meant to put this on the list and didn't think about it until just now.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys watch that fucking
Atomic
Heart?
Atomic
No.
Heart. Also same way.
God damn,
That
dude.
looks like it can't be that. It
I've
can't.
been waiting for Atomic Heart for a long time.
Right. It
And
can't.
It
Like,
does.
That looks,
no,
it
it
looks
does,
too
dude.
good.
It does.
I don't believe it.
They've been working on this shit for years.
I know, Philip.
They've been
I
working-
got to keep my expectations low because
It
it
looks
so
like that.
good.
It looks like that. I
Too
promise
good, man.
you, dude.
It's like it's like it's like a step up from BioShock. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like multiple steps.
Yeah, talk
up.
about BioShock.
Yeah.
Like Atomic Heart's more your thing, man.
Oh, bro.
Oh,
Absolutely,
bro.
dude. Yeah.
You haven't watched that trailer yet?
I have not.
Fuck, dude.
Oh man, yeah, because you have this hand.
Looks like I got some
that has-
homework.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude, you might pee a little.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I might be a little.
it's something else. Like you have this hand that can like manipulate objects in
Yeah.
reality. You almost
Yeah.
get like psychic powers with it
Yeah.
as well.
Well, this is an alternate reality where basically sometime during Soviet, era Russia, they developed technology that pushed them way farther
Yeah.
ahead in the
Like,
world
all
than
of a sudden,
everybody
that's
else.
it. You want a PhD in astrophysics? Like,
Yeah.
well, you can have it in an hour.
right?
Ah,
Yeah. Like
And-
what?
Yeah, and so
Nice.
they basically dominate the whole world, and then
Of course,
they-
things go to shit.
They make some bad shit happen.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a bunch of weird automatons because it kind of seems like they like mechanized too much and then
Mhm.
the machines like revolted kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so you're in this weird, I mean, it's almost, it seems like it's like a university or like a development center, like some kind of black site.
That
or
could just
something.
be.
I don't
that
know.
could
It's
just
like
be one location.
it could just be
man. Who
one
knows?
section because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be kind of open world, but I know
Right.
it's not going to be a crazy huge open
Hell
world.
no, not looking like that.
No.
No, you got to focus that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, very BioShock, very, Fallout to a certain degree,
Uh-huh.
yeah, totally. Post-apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic isn't even the right word to say.
Post,
It's
not
like
anymore.
post-scientific apocalypse. Like I don't even
Right.
know how they,
Uh-huh. 'Cause at one point they're like
we
basically
caused our
like
own
up in the
fucking-
clouds,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and like some of these droids are like flying around and shit, and they're still talking and changing faces. And
But it is one of the most next-gen looking games.
it is,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, to the point that I don't believe in
Crazy
it.
shit. You don't even believe this is
dude.
all Russian lies.
Bro, it looks too hot. It looks too hot, man. I hope that they actually deliver what it is that you see. Because
I believe in it.
Yeah,
I believe in it.
because they have my money.
Yeah.
Because I saw
just
demos
take it.
for them creating some of the visual tech like 3 years ago or something like that, and it looked just about this good, but it didn't run very well.
Right.
Because they were, building stuff for next gen before next gen existed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now here we are.
Now
man.
here we
like I said, we've
are.
been playing these
And it's gonna be on
like
Game
old games
Pass,
that were
so.
developed with PS4 with last gen consoles in mind.
Yeah.
And now, sorry guys,
Uh-huh.
it's time to move.
This
and,
sucks because I'm gonna have to buy it because I know my PC isn't gonna be able to
Oh, wait.
because it's gonna be on Game Pass.
Is it?
Day one Game Pass. Yeah,
Oh, they
yeah.
said
Atomic
that?
Heart's
Nice.
day one Game Pass.
Oh, I
dude.
never saw that.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I'm probably just gonna buy it because
Flex it on the PS5.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see it.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
stupid.
That's gonna be worth it, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be worth it. Jesus.
Yup.
And Ghostwire is actually
When does Ghostwire come out?
March 25th.
Oh, okay.
And so it's actually published by Bethesda. So this is
Yeah.
another one of those games that's like, okay, well, let's enjoy these while we got them. 'Cause, things are gonna change. Definitely check out Ghostwire Tokyo, guys.
Yeah.
Check out that trailer because the shit looks hot. Just looking at some of the enemies,
Oh,
'cause they're, like,
totally.
yeah.
yeah, like the dudes with the umbrellas walking around,
Mm-hmm.
just it does have that stealth element where it's like, okay, just don't get noticed by these fuckers.
Right,
Because
right.
if
Stay
they
away
see
from the
you-
Ava mouths.
I guess
yeah.
that's the kind of Dishonored, but this looks like it's doing Dishonored better than Dishonored.
right. With like little bits of fatal frame because you have to go to these Tory gates and cleanse them. It's like almost like action horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Uh-huh.
I'm really curious. So
Yeah.
I'm interested.
So talking about changing.
Oh, come on. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what? We gotta
change.
We have to have something depressing to talk about every week, don't
every
we?
week, right?
Every week.
Oh man, one of our favorites, Platinum Games, has now decided that they're going to focus on live service games. And I don't even know what that means for Platinum Games, because in
Yeah.
my head I can't even really put together how live service and Platinum works.
Well, I mean, I can see it thinking about things like Destiny, like an experience where you level up over time. It just takes forever. But that was always the best part about a Platinum game, right?
Right.
It's like you can jump into it and just freaking play it.
Well,
And
and
then-
they've always been good at those linear story experiences. They've always been good at that kind of, tight individual gameplay, right?
Right.
I mean, they don't even really make multiplayer games.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So as a live service, like, and maybe it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it'll be great because it's still Platinum. But I understand why. I just hate it.
I fucking hate it.
You know, the cost of individual game development is very, very expensive.
Yeah.
And especially for Platinum, which, all their titles are very niche.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
And these past couple of titles, they've needed help funding.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Nintendo
Well,
had to
it's-
pull them out. You
I
know?
was about to say, is Platinum still basically independent, or are they part of an umbrella now?
Yeah, I guess they
no,
are
I-
still independent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's acquired them.
Nobody owns Platinum.
Yeah.
Sony.
Yeah, I mean,
buy Platinum.
I mean,
I think
why
Nintendo
would
would
you
buy
not?
Platinum before Sony, to be honest, at this point. They have such a good relationship.
They
you
really,
know?
really do. And,
Yeah.
and they need somebody like Platinum.
They do, because
you know?
they don't have any of that under their belt,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. And so,
But-
and they don't really have any live service model games at all.
Right,
And
right.
so that could be very, very strong for Nintendo.
But really, though, dude, what the fuck game, like, out of their current line of IPs, none of those seem to match up with a live service.
I mean, I guess if you take something like Vanquish and then you try to make it more like Warframe or something like, but that's the thing, you have to have so much filler.
Yeah.
Just a whole bunch of fluff in order to keep a game alive for years,
Yeah.
right? That's what we're
Right,
aiming for. So at this point, I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it. Like this is the worst news of 2026.
It's fucking terrible,
you
dude.
know.
No, Platinum, come on. Just
Yeah.
make another God Hand.
Thank you. I love one-off. I mean, seriously, that's why I'm really enjoying Death's Door.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I just want a nice one-off game where I can
Right.
just jump
Oh,
into,
yeah.
start from
Yeah.
the start, just go in a straight line to the end,
And just-
get a
yeah.
story, get some enjoyment out of it, and then move on to something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything doesn't
I
have to last
appreciate that,
forever.
man.
They're like, no, you need to play this one game, and that's it. I'm like, I can't do that. It's not my life.
Fucking
Well,
Platinum.
Yeah.
we'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, they have my confidence, but
I mean,
they also
that's
have
the
my
thing.
disappointment.
They are Platinum still.
Right.
Right? And they still produce fucking hot fire.
Yes,
But,
consistently.
But it seems like the only game that they have currently in the works is Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
But then fuck that.
Right.
Sorry, man. I get emotional about that Bayonetta. Man, she makes me so mad.
Yeah. Oh, you don't
know,
like the new one?
I don't
Yeah.
like her at all.
Man, Bayonetta 2 was hot.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
That was really good.
Yeah, but they changed her entire aesthetic now,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Fucked it up.
Yeah,
Fucked it up.
Not my thing. We'll see what happens in the game.
Man, but
drops.
Devolver is doing it
'Cause
again.
they don't miss. Now, my only concern, Tentacular,
Tentacular.
they were just like, dude, they were like, you know what? We think we might just announce a quirky VR game.
Yeah.
Nice.
We might just do it. They just tweeted it out one day. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's just do it. Why not? Screw it. And the next thing you know, you have this whole thing where you see these tentacles. And it's kind of like, it looks like similar style to like Ghost Giant or Moss, where you're playing
Yeah,
as
totally.
this
Okay.
giant
Uh-huh.
entity, but you have these tentacles. And it's all just physics puzzles. So you can like pick
You're
up.
trying to help the guys out.
Yeah,
Oh.
right. But
Yeah.
you can also destroy shit.
But
Yeah.
is it,
Some people are
I
terrified
was
of
about
you.
to say,
Yeah.
is it all like that little wobbly physics engine where it's like?
Well,
you-
your tentacles
up-
look a little more. I wish they were more wobbly. to tell you the truth.
yeah.
They look a little bit too static to me.
It's not so Octodad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not,
that's
not,
what you
not
want.
Octodad
Yeah.
enough.
Right. Like you can actually pick up all these different buildings and train cars
Yeah.
and stack them up in the air and do all this different shit. At one point,
Like
they
a-
show you with a syringe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on here, Devolver? Like who?
Right.
Yeah. You're over there just with a syringe getting
Kaiju
jacked.
getting wild over there.
Right.
What else you gonna do? These people hate me. I'm just gonna get loaded, boy.
That's right.
Lay down in the
More
water
snack
for
bird.
a while.
What is that?
Lay down in the water for a while.
All right.
I'll be fine.
You know,
That's
but
why Godzilla sleeps for so long.
He's got that good smack bird. I do fear that it will only
It's just-
be on
it's-
MetaQuest.
No, that's crude oil. That black tar crude
Black
oil.
tar,
That's what it is.
Texas tea.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think it is only coming out for Meta.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, it looks stupid and fun.
Yeah.
That's what it looks.
There
you
you
know?
go.
Yeah, man.
And stupid fun games are stupid and fun.
Stupid and fun.
I
love stupid.
I
and
am
fun.
about stupid fun,
Hell yeah,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
Devolver just has too many titles. Like they're starting to, piss me off with so many titles.
Right.
Like,
Well, because they're
come
all
on,
gold.
guys.
It's like quit making them
Give me
fucking
some,
awesome.
Give me time.
Yeah,
I need
Let other people make games, guys. I really don't even understand how they crank so much out.
Yeah.
They have to have like 4 or 5 different teams working on shit, right?
Exactly.
They have to.
Exactly.
And I didn't think Devolver was that big of a studio.
Right, right. But when you look at what it is that they make
Mm-hmm.
make, small, short, focused experiences, right? So,
Oh yeah.
like, it's not like they're trying to make, 30-plus hour long games, you know?
I told you about Devolver Land, right? It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
their,
totally.
Yeah, their VR exhibit.
Devolver Land.
Yeah, it was basically like E3 for
Yes.
just Devolver games in VR.
Can you still
I
access
was
it,
thinking
do you
like
know?
a
I think
theme
so.
park.
Yeah.
That
It kind of is. Yeah, it pretty much is.
Oh, really?
That would be a
They-
really good idea.
Just based on Devolver games, but they're all little
Based on-
little
yeah.
booths. So you check the thing out, and it's got like a diorama, or have a wacky character talking to you, or it'd show you something in a game, or it's fucking crazy. man.
This should
Yeah.
be a direct segue into this Bandai Namco
Okay.
metaverse because
Clock.
because that could be really interesting, right? Like have a VR, almost like you're saying, like a theme park where you go over here, you can play a little Tekken, or you go over here. Here's a Pac-Man, ride or exhibit. Because
Pac-Man
in
bumper cars.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, in VR, all that shit would be hot.
You could
know?
have like one of
Or
those
even just a
hammer
roller
games,
coaster.
where you hit the hammer hard,
Yeah,
except you
but
have Nightmare's sword.
Well,
and
you're hitting the Heihachi.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, you have to.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, it'd be Heihachi's a hair training simulator.
Oh,
How to get
wow.
them
Oh my god.
spray it. You gotta
Now we're
comb it
straight into,
out.
like,
You gotta
WarriorWare.
you gotta.
That would be cool to have like a Namco Bandai themed like
Yeah.
WarriorWare
Oh yeah.
game where they just use all their different characters because they have so many characters to play with, right?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bandai's making their own metaverse.
Yes,
Or-
yeah, they're investing in their own metaverse, and
Okay.
so
We can't have all these different metaverses, guys.
right.
Yeah,
well, that's
but
what
we
is going
can.
to happen.
It's
yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You know?
So every company is going to aim to have, which is why I currently fear for Nintendo. But
They're all going to be
everyone-
walled gardens. It's a problem.
well, yeah, it's going to be a problem eventually, especially as more acquisitions happen.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're really into Bandai Namco's shit,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, well, there's Soul Calibur land. Like, let me go in here.
I'd do it.
And absolutely, and I just want Zhanghua to tour me around the place.
Yeah.
That's what's up, and so they've
I
got
want
enough.
Lizard Man to do it for me.
See,
okay?
see, there you go. There you go. People will be all
What
about
is this? Is this a floating island?
No,
and so-
What
no.
is
Now that I really think
ruins
of it,
in the sky.
I want
here.
Valdo to do it. And I want him to
absolutely.
walk backwards
Walk
and stare at you
backwards.
the whole
Uh-huh.
time.
Did y'all hear about that lady who joined the metaverse and she said she canceled her subscription? She said within a minute she was sexually harassed and molested.
Yeah,
she said
that
like
sounds
within
about
a
right.
minute like people were kind of groping her and all
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. I was like, I don't know what you expected to happen in there.
There was something that I saw. There's like a patent. It might be for the Facebook Meta thing where they're basically making a space option.
Oh yeah,
where
this
nobody
is
can
why.
Get, yeah, that's
This is
the,
why.
That's
So
the
it's
reason.
4 feet. So it gives you 4 feet of clearance, so people
Yeah.
can't come within your 4 feet. And it's like I'm like, okay,
But it's
you say
an
groping,
option, though,
but
right?
you don't even have a lower body.
Yeah, what are they
it's just
groping?
upper- I
You don't
mean,
even
some
exist.
rappers is like, oh, and
Uh-huh.
she said they were saying like slurs to her and shit, and like
Yeah.
lesbian. And I was like, I guess you've never been on the internet.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
You
like
know,
to me.
like
yeah.
for real. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Y'all expected this bright, happy place.
Man,
Maybe
see-
that's why they use those creepy ass animals for the advertisement
Right.
for Meta. Be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's gonna be giraffes and lions. That's gonna be great. And it's like, nah, son.
And we're gonna be going.
yeah, for real. No,
That
it's
fucking
Cheek
video.
Clapper 43.
Yeah, really.
like,
you know the thing, man. It's just like people get online and the anonymity is just like, oh, I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly. Yeah,
but
you know,
like-
and it's like.
And we're
Don't we
vile
know
creatures.
that happens though?
We are
That's all I'm
vile
saying.
creatures.
But it's
like,
not like just even shoving it off is just like, well, you should know that happens. It's the fucking internet. And I agree with that to a point, but it shouldn't be like, you know, you shouldn't just throw it out there as just like, well, you know, you just should accept it. No, burn them with fire.
I don't know,
I
man.
mean,
Like, I feel differently about that.
I think
Like,
it's difficult,
yeah.
especially on the onset of something like this. Like, you need as many people as possible
Yeah.
just to
True.
make it worth doing in the first place, right?
Right.
And so, in the earliest adopters are going to be, what up, man, Drew? The earliest adopters are going to be people who play a lot of video games, people who like, you know, I mean, they like virtual reality.
What's
and-
fucking me up is people who do play a lot of video games that are, you know, being addressed by the internet and going, "Oh, these people are mean. What's going on?" And like
Like, you
the
ever
fuck?
play COD?
Come on,
Have you
like
ever
like,
played COD?
like there
online?
was that IGN stream where they were like, "We're disappointed in the chat. We can't believe that
Yeah.
people would get in here and say bad
I'm like,
things."
that shit ain't never changed.
I've never been on the internet before. Like,
Right, you know,
it-
it's kind of crazy to me, man.
Like I'm not saying people shouldn't be better, Scott.
Yeah.
But people
aren't better.
better.
Yeah, that's
so we just they should be,
Bill,
you
but-
know.
Yeah.
It
At
is
least
just-
try to build a better community, guys. This is why I'm
Yeah.
not online.
Well, look,
Fuck
you
all
just
y'all.
can't throw Gam. You just can't throw Gam into the metaverse.
Which is funny because
and-
you're online right now.
Right now.
Everybody say slurs to Scott
That's
right,
right.
now.
Say
Wait,
slurs to
no,
Scott.
don't. No,
Yeah,
never mind. I'm
Say
sorry.
slurs to me so I can ignore them.
shun the non-believer.
That's why I don't like saxophone music. There's too many slurs.
Wow.
He called you a jive turkey.
I'm a
You
jive
gonna
Oh,
take
hey,
that?
whoa! Ain't
You gonna
nobody
take that,
saying,
man?
ain't nobody calling each other JTs around.
JTs.
Don't call
Why
nobody
are you going after
JTs?
JTs
You
right
know?
off the bat? you got to build up to a JT.
oh,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah, man.
Call him a
God,
throw it
sucker
out the
first.
first
For
time.
real,
Call
be
him a-
careful, man. We might get banned on Twitch. They're like, oh no, we can't have that hate speech. Don't go around calling people JTs now. You know.
Watch out. They're coming to get you, JT.
For
Let's scoot back. What do we got? What we got on here? We got
oh, the coolest shit ever.
boom.
So that also drops on Monday.
This looks fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like something I'd play.
Well, I mean, it's, if you like Castlevania, then
Yeah.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know.
there's a Konami code in it.
Right, right. Did you
Of course there
read
is.
it? Did y'all see the article? Did
I
you see the
only saw
the video?
that you do it. I don't know what
Okay,
does it do.
So
What does it do?
okay, so Infernax is a like we said, it's basically Castlevania. So
Yeah.
Castlevania is made in the style of Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest.
Yeah, totally.
And so if you
a
like
little bit
Simon's
more
Quest,
adventure. Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Where that action adventure aspect of it instead of just being a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because they preface this by saying, "Please play the game normally.
Yeah.
Play the game without this code."
Right.
But if you enter the Konami code, it turns it into Contra.
Oh,
yes.
what?
So the game
That's
becomes
cool.
yes. So you're running with like guns. It changes the intro. It changes everything. And you're running around gunning with 8-way shots.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
Dude,
wild.
it's hot. Like that is such a brilliant idea. It
That's
was so
just-
unnecessary. They're like, you know what would
Yeah,
be
that's
cool?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, hit up, down, left, right, BA, start real quick. You're playing Contra.
Now it's Contra.
Now it's Contra. You know, it's the literal Contra code.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But Contra's not the first game it was in, right?
What, that code?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't it in Gradius before Contra?
Well, it was the Konami code. at that
Yeah,
point,
yeah, yeah.
Right. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Still though, that's hot because
Yeah.
you don't want it to turn into Gradius.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't
Maybe
know.
you do.
Yeah.
I always
like
want more
Gradius.
Gradius in
Yeah,
my
I
life.
love Gradius.
I miss
I'm
some
with
Gradius. I don't
Uh-huh.
understand. I also like the salamander over there.
Did you ever play Section Z?
No, I saw that one though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, something in NES. It was brutally difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's side scroller.
Yep.
A side scroller shooter, space shooter, but it's very
Mhm.
difficult. I thought it
They
was
got
something
a
that'd be right up
shooter.
there.
Yeah, it is.
They
I
got
just
a
have not played it. That's
Shooter arcade like Konami collection
yeah,
on the Switch that has all the has all those games.
dude.
Oh, nice.
Dude, if it's
Section
got
Z
the
was
if it's got the
Capcom.
later Gradius games, if it's like got Gradius
I don't know if it
5
has
on
the
there,
later
because
ones,
man,
yeah.
that's a hard game to find,
Yeah,
and it's a
'cause
really
like an
fucking good
arcade
one.
classics kind of thing. you
Okay,
know.
okay, yeah. This was console at
Yeah,
that point.
so
I don't
this-
think
yeah.
they did an arcade release for Gradius 5.
But it's got all the salamanders Brothers, and
Yeah, dude, that's good shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And so I'm with it. It's another one. February just keeps the hits coming.
You remember when Konami made games?
Yeah.
You remember that? You guys remember
it's
that?
been so long.
Oh, man.
Okay. So explain to me what's going on with this Village lawsuit thing.
Village Roadshow.
They are suing.
They're suing
Warner
Warner
Brothers,
Brothers,
right?
Yeah, over the Matrix Resurrections.
Because the movie
release.
sucked, right? They're like, this movie sucked so bad, we're suing your fucking
we know
pants
what it
off.
fucking means.
Yeah.
We know what it fucking means. They didn't make money, and they're just
They
like,
didn't
okay,
make money.
well, we need money.
Yeah.
And so, but they, like, Warner Brothers initiated this project. It was called, like, the Popcorn Directive or some shit like that, where they were re-streamlining the way that they were going to actually release their films. You know, due to COVID and due to everything else,
Right.
they were trying to bring a lot of films to the streaming services,
Right.
etc.
Yeah, because they were launching their streaming service pretty much as the pandemic hit.
Exactly,
for the most
right?
part. Yeah.
And but you know, and it's smart from an executive standpoint. It's smart,
Yeah.
but they had all these pre-existing contracts. One of which with Village Roadshow, that was going to guarantee that their movies would have theater exclusivity
Yeah.
for a while.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And so
yeah.
now what Village Roadshow is saying is like since
That's where a lot
they
of the-
changed
yeah.
that agreement because a lot of actors have contracts based on the
Right,
theatrical
right.
sales,
Well, and a
right?
lot of different
Man,
people,
that's-
and that's where a lot of
yeah.
these lawsuits are coming from.
Uh-huh.
Is that hey, we had pre-existing contracts, and you guys, you know, went and did this other thing that wasn't in the fucking contract,
Right.
and
So
I
now
lost
we're
money.
not making money.
Yeah.
You as a company are still making money,
Right.
but we're not making money.
Right.
And so they're actually suing Warner Brothers right now because it's like that's a breach of contract. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like we were supposed to only be in theaters, as if that would have changed any goddamn thing. Fewer people would have watched your movie to begin with.
Seriously,
You know, like,
yeah.
like that.
If it
that's-
was exclusive to theaters, then less people would be complaining about the Matrix.
ex-
That's all that would
right.
happen.
So maybe you get better reviews. Maybe you get better press. Like who knows?
They're looking at this from a meta perspective.
Uh-huh.
They- they-
Yeah.
It's,
They see it from bird's
quantity-
eye view.
Quantity over quantity.
Right.
right. And so a lot of people are just like, you know, yeah, thanks, ScarJo, you know, because, you know, the little
it's not
guys are
her
taking
fault.
on the big guys, you know.
know.
Well, I mean, I think that it's you always have to have one champion to kind of inspire.
And I say,
The
go
others.
ScarJo.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, man. You know, same thing with Warner Brothers. I mean,
Get that bag.
hopefully
ScarJo.
Matrix was a fuck you to Warner Brothers anyway, right?
I mean, that's kind of what it seemed like.
I'm going to just
right?
believe that, and then that'll help
That's
me
the
redeem
only
that
way
2.5
that
hours
that's
I
really
spent.
the only way I can redeem the film is if it's a big old fuck you to Warner Brothers,
Right,
right? Which it
uh-huh.
was, and it looks like they're
We're just gonna
catching
stand by it.
heat off it too. So maybe Lana talked to Village and were like, sue them motherfuckers, sue
for
'em.
real.
Go get them.
They probably had this all laid out from the beginning because
Yeah,
like, you
dude.
know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know what they're gonna
You know
do.
they're gonna fuck us.
For real.
Okay, we got to get them first, and I'll call them out in the movie and everything.
Yeah, dude. And so that's it's really interesting. I just love seeing the small guys stand up for themselves.
Seriously,
man.
yeah,
Well, this wasn't the first, and it probably won't be the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. But
So yeah, that's
Nah.
that.
now we got a whole big old news dump.
Well, I mean, one thing that I do, I'm just gonna cover this thing just because Battlefield, and so there's currently a petition
Yeah.
for massive refunds for Battlefield 2042.
You're talking about period across
period
the board.
across all consoles, across PC, and 50,000 people have signed this petition.
No.
Like,
Oh no.
do you think that the petition, dude? Seriously, is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? 50,000 people just like, yeah, man, give us our money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing doesn't function. This thing doesn't have features that the old titles had. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, this isn't what we signed up for. You're changing the narrative.
Borked.
You're changing. Yeah. Not only is it borked.
Put this mean ass
they-
Santa in my game.
Yeah, that's the thing. They also changed the identity of it. I was talking to my brother-in-law about it.
Oh,
last
dude, because
night,
I think of
and he's
old
a big
school
deal.
Battlefield. I
Yeah,
think
like-
of like Vietnam. And,
Right,
right.
Well, there's always a little bit, a modicum of historical accuracy.
Right.
And there's some people who really love that aspect of the Battlefield franchise.
Yeah,
Because you can like
yeah.
hover over like an Abrams tank.
Yeah.
And they'll give you information. You
They
can
give
get
you the
lore about it.
stats.
They can give you. Well, you can learn about like when it was built, where it was
Yeah,
initially built,
absolutely.
like all these
Yeah.
little details, and none of that's here. It's like they try to turn this more into like a live service Fortnite-esque experience,
Yep.
as if the Battlefield fan base wanted that at all.
We didn't want Battlefield Royale, dude.
Yeah, like nobody wanted this shit. And so they were just like, well, and they even said it. They're just like, well, we're changing the narrative, so y'all just need to get on board. You know, it's like that's just what it is.
Yeah,
and
that's not how you do this. That's
no.
how you lose your entire fan base.
Yeah,
and that's how you get your entire fan base to want their money back.
Yeah,
and so fuck you, EA Dice.
Yeah, and you know EA ain't giving up a penny.
Man, dude,
they're like, we'll give you free DLC, and it's like, but we don't want to play the game.
We don't even want the game.
We don't want
we
this
don't want
shit,
the game.
Okay.
Right. And so I just thought that was very much.
Weren't you saying that somebody was giving?
Yeah, it did launch worse than Battlefield 4.
Weren't you say that they were like PlayStation was giving out refunds?
It was Steam.
It was Steam that was doing it.
Steam was giving out some refunds.
So they completely understood. They were like, "Yeah, guys, it's borked."
Because I mean, they're like, it takes hours just for you to figure out that the game sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so they were handing out refunds.
I mean, that can be a problem on PC in general. Like, is this game even going to run on my shit?
Right.
You know?
Exactly. So that's a completely. That's another layer there. But yeah, it's like they were already giving out refunds. Now people that are across Sony platforms and Microsoft platforms too are just like, nah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, pay us.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting to see if they'll do it, man. You know, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I think they'll just take the negative press and just run with it and just be like, all right.
Right.
You know, they'll just sunset the game
We'll
early.
do better.
You know, yeah, right.
But you won't.
But you won't.
You're not gonna. That's a lie.
It's like kind of like what happened with COD Vanguard, right? They started supporting Cold War again.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? God. Man, I haven't touched Vanguard since we played it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't even wanted to.
Yeah, they've added more to zombies, so now there's a wave-based mode, and there's supposed to be another map that may have already dropped by now.
Well, I wouldn't mind jumping on there and trying it.
Yeah,
we have it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. At some point, I'll definitely revisit it.
But man, that campaign, I wasn't feeling that campaign at all. Like,
yeah.
I got through like the first couple of levels, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, whatever, man. We're getting shot from nowhere.
Shot from nowhere, man.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they try to cram in stealth out of nowhere in missions like that. And I'm going like, so this is just instant fail, is what you're telling me.
Right.
Yeah. That's not fun.
Well, it's padding the game.
Right.
It's like, how do we make this appear longer than it actually is?
The only instant fail stealth that was good is fucking Splinter Cell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Every other time that they've ever done instant fail stealth, it's fucking terrible. But for some reason, Splinter Cell does it.
Well, Splinter Cell, you actually know what you're getting into from the jump.
You like, know immediately, like Sam, don't get caught.
No.
If you get caught, we don't fucking know you.
You just look at his suit, and you're like, okay, well, you know, he doesn't want to be seen ever.
No, he's slipping in and slipping out.
Absolutely.
That's what he's doing.
That's it. That's it. God, come on, new Splinter Cell. I guess even Splinter Cell got a little bit more like action-y towards the end of it.
It did. What was the Blacklist? That's what it was. Yeah, where the old man Sam Fisher.
Yeah,
totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was the same time Metal Gear Solid did Old Man too.
Oh,
so they totally did Old Man Sneakies.
Well, they were always like kind of neck and neck.
Yeah,
I always hope to see those guys cross paths. Man.
Oh, that'd be so good. A crossover with man.
Yeah, that'd be good. Snake and Sam. Man. Yeah, Sam and Snake.
Would they be on the same team? Because what if they were against it?
What
if it was like what if it was a spy versus spy, but it's fucking Sam Fisher versus Snake? What if it's spy versus spy?
I want it like NES style.
Yes,
where it's like split screen.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking good.
I hit an explosive Metal Gear behind that door,
and
now
I guess they kind of had that. Well, no, that was Spies versus Mercs.
What?
Remember they put that in Splinter Cell? Multiplayer?
Yeah, it was like 4-player.
4-player, yeah. It was like I think 4v4, right?
I never got to play that.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
That's
cool.
So
it was kind of like having like Alien versus Predator.
Yeah,
you know, like you know, the spies are going through the ducts and shit, like you know, trying to like hack these terminals. Then the Mercs just trying to buck everybody down.
Right,
you know?
Right.
Fucking Space Marines. Nice. So. Yeah, but Spy versus Spy, that's just funny. I think that's just a shirt, bro.
Right.
I think it's just a shirt.
Oh, you have them with the hats looking away from each other. One with the knife and then one with the gun.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
I like it. Yeah. No, it was Knife and a Bomb. That was
Knife and a Bomb.
Knife and a Bomb. That's totally it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that should make a comeback, man.
Spy versus Spy.
Yeah,
but Mad TV, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you know. Do I have to say anything else?
No.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
So Nintendo Direct happened.
There was a Nintendo
directly from Nintendo. It came right to us from Mario.
Yeah.
And he's getting the fuck out of here. Don't you see that?
He is.
Uh-huh.
He is.
So, oh boy.
Nope.
So okay, let's start this off. What was the thing that caught your attention from this? You know,
Chrono Cross.
Chrono Cross. See, front mission, dude.
With,
Front mission.
Chrono Cross with Radical Dreamers.
Yeah,
dude. The Radical
Fuck,
Dreamers edition.
dude.
Hell yeah.
So-
Mario Strikers.
Mario Strikers. Look,
See, that's the
Mario's
thing.
hot,
There's
dude.
so much here
Dude,
that like,
Strikers.
caught my
there was
eye.
no Breath of the Wild 2. You're right about
Nope.
that.
Yeah, that was very. They did that intentionally.
Man.
Yeah.
That game might get delayed to 2023. We'll see.
You think so?
Anything's possible right now with COVID. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
And so
Yeah.
they need
They
it.
will
They need it for a November release.
Yeah.
They need it for this holiday season.
Right.
But I could totally see it slipping.
But
then again, that would have
beyond-
stolen the show anyway. So.
You could beyond the games that got announced.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like service stuff that
Yeah.
got announced as well. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they're getting like a
A shit ton of maps, dude.
Yeah.
It's like 25 maps.
And they're doing it the right way, which
Yeah.
is all your favorites from
Or is it
older.
more? It's more.
I think it's
than
more than that,
It's
dude.
more than that.
No,
No,
it's
that's
way
what
more.
it
It's
is.
like
is
48 maps.
It
Yeah.
costs $25.
It's,
Yeah,
dude,
to
that
buy
is
it.
that
What
is
they're
a
doing-
solid.
Yeah.
That's solid.
But
dude.
you can get it free if you already have the expansion pass for the NSO.
Yeah, what
Which
they're doing is
I'm-
they're releasing it in packs of 8.
Yeah.
So you have 8
Yeah.
maps that you can get
Yeah.
from classic Mario Kart.
Yeah, this
Right,
is from
right.
from
And
Double
then-
Dash and from the one on
The whole
Super
series,
and the
right,
one
the whole
on
series,
Game
you
Boy
know?
Advance.
Which
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
the interesting thing about that, man, is like they've done this kind of thing before, where they give you those classic levels, and while that's all well good and great, I can't get past the fact that we've been playing Mario Kart 8 for
Yeah,
so long.
yeah, well,
and when
I-
you play those classic
yeah,
maps,
but it's great though.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's great. It's
Do you
great,
even need to do
but
anything else
when
to it?
when you play
That's-
those classic maps, you end up losing a bit of like the new mechanics. Like there won't be magnetic tracks, right? You can't fly for very
think that
long.
you don't think they'll put some of the new?
I don't think they're
stuff
going to
in it?
modify them really much at all.
They've
Oh.
already
They usually
done that
don't.
with they've already done that in 8 with all the other like ones. They put like the gravity mechanics in there.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that happening with the classic maps. The classic maps were always like pretty much true to their original map design. You know, usually that's what they do. It's like when you get a Bowser's Castle
Yeah.
from like, Mario Kart Double Dash or whatever, then it's going to be that Bowser's Castle, which
Yeah.
is the whole reason for putting it in the game.
Right.
But they're saying that by the end of it all, you'll have like what they say like 500 different maps. No, it's
No.
48. It's 48 maps that will be released
And-
by the end of 2023.
And there's got to be
Right.
like almost that much already in the game.
right.
Yeah, so
right.
you'll have a good 100 maps basically.
Yeah, it'll be a lot. It'll be
Yeah.
a lot. I'm just interested in seeing what they do to add variety because, like, for most of us, or for me, I'll just speak for myself. As someone who's played every single Mario Kart, like. I've already put hours into every one of these maps.
Yeah.
And for me, like,
Yeah.
going back and doing that
Yeah.
again, it's like, okay, that's cool to see it.
But is this for
but
you,
is
or
it-
is it for all the new people that have never played any of this?
Well,
Right,
that's
you
the
know?
thing. Like I said,
Because
speaking
8
for myself,
keeps
like,
selling. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
right? Because,
Yeah.
but
8 keeps
I'm
selling.
also the person that was like, yeah, I bought Mario Kart 8 on my Wii U,
Yeah.
then I bought it
Oh,
again
yeah.
on the Switch,
Oh, yeah.
and so I'm
Yeah.
already kind of like,
I mean, I want to see
I've
more
been at this for a
F-Zero
long
maps.
time. yeah,
Because
Right.
the only one they have is Big Blue,
Right.
and it'd be really dope to put those because those naturally fit with all the extra new mechanics.
that would be
you know?
awesome.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Just
You know, if they
cannibalize
would-
F-Zero. If you guys aren't going to make another one, fucking
That's a
slap it in
brilliant
Mario Kart,
idea.
dude.
That
you
is
know?
a very good idea. Even though I think they got F-Zero in their back pocket, and they're just waiting. I think they're just waiting, and they're just like, all right, it's getting bad out here. It's getting rough. Oh, F-Zero. You
Yeah.
know? And so, but I'm interested in seeing
But
it.
beyond that, on NSO, we finally got Earthbound, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
got Earthbound Beginnings.
Oh, you mean they finally put the stuff out that should have already been there a long time ago
Yeah,
and has been
yeah,
on previous
absolutely.
systems?
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
problem I have with
So-
Nintendo there is that they make a big
And that's
deal
what
out of
they're
some
doing.
shit they should have already done.
Dude,
Right,
this,
yeah.
this whole list of games,
Yeah.
there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot
It's
of it.
really cool to see Klonoa coming back,
Klonoa's cool.
right?
Right.
Yeah,
But
that was one that really got me.
That was a
Uh-huh.
dope game.
Yeah.
but
dude.
it's also a situation where once again they're way behind the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Assassin's Creed coming out. Portal is exciting.
Portal,
It's very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Assassin's Creed and then fucking No Man's Sky, right?
That's weird.
It's like
that one's weird.
Right. Well, that's a good game to play on the go, but
Yeah.
at the same time, You late, homie.
Yeah.
Like No Man's Sky
Well,
has already gone all the way
later
into
not.
virtual reality.
It's cool for the people who like this is the only system that they have.
Right.
Now they can play these fucking games.
I feel
like
like
that's
the
kind of how
good
I
for
feel
'em.
about it.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
the big
You know?
releases
now
though.
more people can play these good games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big new stuff though is awesome. Like the what's it called?
Chronicles.
The new Xenoblade Chronicles
3
Yeah,
got
that's
announced. The Fire Emblem
Warriors.
Three Hopes.
Oh, that's Warriors.
Yeah,
Now
that's
here's
Warriors.
another.
That's
problem.
awesome.
That's very what is it? The fucking Calamity, Age of Calamity.
It's a Muso.
It's a Muso.
Yeah.
Muso game. But here's the problem. They opened up with that game.
Right.
And if you watch that footage,
Mm-hmm.
that system was chugging, boy.
Yeah.
The second you start the fight, man, frame rate just plummeted.
It was the
And
same
that's what
thing
they
with
never
Hyrule
showed.
Warriors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they never showed like combat for very long.
Mm-hmm.
It was always just like for a quick second, and then they cut away from it.
This is why I really feel like Nintendo's not going to make another system. They're going to make a Switch Pro because I feel like there's too
They
many
need
games
it.
that have bad frame rate that they're
Right.
just going to go like, well, now it runs better. Look, new system.
But they keep saying that they're not going to do it. They should have already done it.
I don't believe they're not going to do it ever. I just think they keep going like we're
They
not doing it right
need
now.
to. Because
Yeah.
look, I mean, it's funny
I mean,
because
they don't need to.
it's very well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they
the
do.
Switch is still selling. They don't need.
They need to, dude. They need to. This is
You
the same
want
thing.
them to.
This is the same thing with like using the Meta Quest as a baseline for VR.
Right,
Right. Because
right.
what you're doing is you're handicapping developers
Yeah.
at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a matter of like, okay, yeah, people will buy your shit. Sure, it doesn't matter what it is. People will buy it
Yeah.
and play their games. However, if you're thinking about future proofing, the gamers need it exactly.
But
Nintendo
don't.
But Nintendo.
But Nintendo don't. And they have your perspective, right? It's like we're still making money.
Right.
Still
And
making
it's
money.
like, yeah, but in the grand scheme, while everyone
my-
else is moving forward at a rapid rate, like you're going to end up getting to a point where you're not keeping up. Now, Nintendo's always played their own game,
Yeah.
right? And we
Yeah.
know that, and we accept that, and we love them for it. But this is a point at which it's like, guys, like looking at that Assassin's Creed, like
It
they
looks
had
stressed.
to scale it,
Yeah.
baby. They had to scale it down,
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like we're getting to a point where people are going to expect more from gaming.
They're not going to be able to release things across platform that way.
Right,
You know?
right, and this Nintendo Direct is highly divisive. There are a lot of people who are like, "Oh my god, it was amazing, it was
Yeah.
great, whatever."
loved it.
I'm in the middle. See,
Yeah,
right.
I loved it.
I'm in the middle
I
because
got everything I wanted.
Right, right. See, I can't help but think about all these different pieces, and I'm like, okay, well, it's cool seeing these games coming back. It's
Yeah.
cool seeing familiar faces. That's awesome and
Yeah.
everything. But by the end of it, the only thought that I had, and this is not going to happen, is pure just conjecture. Like, I was thinking, what would happen if Sony partnered with Nintendo, right? Just like Japanese giants aiming to take down America, right? So it's like let's go JP versus Microsoft, the whole time, because I'm like Nintendo kind of needs a little help.
So if
you
Nintendo
know?
stopped making hardware is what you're saying.
Well, no, I was thinking kind of more like. Well, I was thinking about acquisition, but that's impossible. It'll never happen. But
It would be a
like,
merger.
almost like a merger. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's like you still make your shit. We're still gonna make our shit, but we're gonna, you might see older Mario games come to Sony consoles. You know what I'm saying? Or you might see these older. Of course, none of this would happen, but I couldn't help but feel that way by the end of that Direct, because I'm like, man, y'all are kind of lagging behind.
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
Yeah.
And that's cool, but you usually would have a niche that would still set you apart, but now you don't really have that because we have the Switch Sports.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
cool.
So that
Right.
that's-
I'm down with that.
yeah,
Right.
right, and so that's the thing that's getting back to the motion control aspect of the Switch that has been all but abandoned.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like they haven't really done anything with that
Haven't
since
really
like
done anything,
like
yeah.
1-2 Switch. They're like, okay, here's all the cool things and all the cool haptics that we can
Yep.
do, and then they just did nothing with it.
Yeah.
all, right?
That's
And
Nintendo,
so-
though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this really cool peripheral that we made. It works for 2 games.
Right. Well, usually it works for their first party games, but
Right.
even for their first party games, they just kind of just threw it to the wind.
Like fuck,
Yeah.
dude! I found out that the Game Boy attachment for the N64 There was like an entire emulator that they built for Game Boy games, and it could have potentially worked the same way that like the Game Boy Player worked on the Super Nintendo. But at that time, Game Boy games weren't really as popular, and like they were going into the advanced, so they were in like a dead
GBA
area
was so
there.
good.
Right, the GBA was amazing, and the GBA player for the GameCube was amazing.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
but. You know, it's just the kind of shit. Like what that game worked for Pokemon Stadium, or the adapter thing that was
Yeah.
it. Pokemon Stadium.
Dude, I really do feel
And
like
it could corrupt your save files. Yay!
I really do think that they could easily release a Nintendo SP, like a standalone that has like games preloaded onto it. Like it would sell.
Yeah.
It would fly off shelves.
It
dude.
wouldn't be a mini, but it would just be like an SP again with built-in storage and everything.
Right.
Yeah, you bought it just for Pokemon, just so you could have I think it's so you can have the legendaries in there or something like that. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's
It's just weird. They're just making some interesting choices.
But front mission though.
Front mission.
But front
and
mission.
Advance War.
And the Advance Wars looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Man,
It's got a what level editor now. Yeah, that looks cool.
The new Splatoon thing looks
Splatoon
cool.
looks cool.
I still haven't
yeah,
actually got to
little
play
co-op.
Splatoon, but man, that looks great.
Well, I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's a good angle.
They got
is to have
Star
like a co-op
Wars Force
experience.
Awakens coming to it.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Force Awakens were fun. Those were fun games. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
as a you know,
Again, more ports. I'm all about ports.
yeah.
More ports.
as a
Just
fan
port everything.
of the Star Wars lore, I think that the Force Awakens games are stupid.
Well, yeah,
but
They're fun.
you know,
But they're fun.
they're fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I
motherfucker
mean-
uses the Force to crash
there
an
was a-
entire Star Destroyer. You know
Live
that?
Alive. Live
Yeah,
Alive's
that's-
coming.
that's
They're
super cool.
Yeah,
Live
I
Alive
love
is
that.
great.
Yeah,
You know,
I
but
can't wait to
once
see
again-
more of those.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Yeah, once again, that's something that really probably should have already been here.
right?
You know.
Uh huh.
So,
Yeah.
But it's here now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a
And
remake
other-
of Live Alive, though, right? It's not the original.
Yeah, I think they're upscaling it.
They're using that new engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
I forget what the Pixel something engine. The same thing with
Octopath
and Triangle Strategy. Yeah,
same thing.
which I mean, I gotta say, this hit
That's
me.
Unity though, right?
Well, maybe they're using Unity as the base, but they have their own thing going on as far as like making it pixely and
Yeah.
3D at the same time. You know, yeah, they have their own like tools that they're using. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But I mean, for me, loving tactics RPGs, this was full of tactics stuff. Dude.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Triangle strategy as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm happy with all that.
Mhm.
But then again, I don't have a Switch.
Right.
You
But
know?
does any of this make you want to buy a Switch?
Nope.
That's the thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not even Front Mission, and I was super excited when I saw that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Front Mission has to come out on something else eventually.
Right.
You know,
It needs to.
Steam or PlayStation or something.
Yeah.
Put it on
It really
everything.
needs to.
You know.
On everything.
Yeah.
And then how do we convince you, Scoot, since you're our resident switcheroo? How do we convince you to play this Metroid Dread mode on the stream?
Oh, I've already got it.
Dread mode.
Dread mode?
The Dread mode.
Is
no,
it free?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free
Yeah.
update. Yeah,
One
there
hit
was
kill.
there's
Yeah.
a
Just die.
free update. You get a
Ooh,
rookie
Samus
mode,
Must Die
and
mode.
you get a Dread mode. You don't have to convince me. I'll do it on the stream. I'm not gonna get very far. I'm gonna curse a lot. You know, but that's all you want.
That's
That's
all
all
I
you want.
rage. That's all right. We need to get him on Seafood.
Oh, right. Oh, but Seafood wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Dread mode?
But
Like,
then
that's just rude.
that's yeah.
That is
well,
so
and that game
cold.
is it's not like it's like brutal, but the game is already pretty fucking difficult.
Right.
Like, it took me forever to get past the first boss. I can't imagine
it
if
just
I only
seems like
had one
It'd
hit.
be so easy to catch a stray hit somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It'd be so simple.
But then, you know, there are people, they've already got, like, full Let's Plays already, like, speed runs of that shit already
Right.
up.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, it's for that's just brutal. But it is. It was a smart play for them to
Oh, yeah.
also release the rookie mode as well.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That
And
was a good
so-
update. I'm down. Keep people playing.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, we got more on Kirby's Forgotten Land.
That
which
looks hot.
I'm
Bro.
excited about. I like.
You
I
can be a
love the
vehicle.
full. Yeah,
You
dude.
eat the car.
It's the mouth full mode.
Yes.
And you just put your mouth over a car. You can still
Right.
see it like
Right.
coming out of his mouth. it's kind of gross, but it's also kind of wonderful.
It would be great if he was like salivating all around the edge of the car, so he can't close his mouth around it. It's just
the car
dripping
slipping
saliva.
around.
Right.
But yeah, you could do you can suck up a bunch of water and then like squirt water.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
people.
They are doing some really creative things
Yeah.
with Kirby. Now, I think that was probably, now after having this conversation, that might be the ultimate star of the show. Well, Strikers is something else. But
Yeah.
Kirby is the one that's
Kirby.
just
That's
like,
the one.
I
yeah.
hate to miss that game.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I got you.
Yeah, because it has a little bit of Mario Sunshine going. It has like,
I'm
it's
excited
like,
to see what they're gonna do with it, man.
yeah.
I've always been a big Kirby fan.
Me too.
Always.
Me too.
Always.
Kirby's
And-
the man.
Mm-hmm.
He's the perfect life form, man. He's round,
Yeah.
he's pink, and he eats everything.
He's
Yeah.
evil as fuck.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Unstoppable.
Yes. Yeah, ultimate power. And so, yeah, we pretty much covered everything. There's like,
other than that, Chrono Cross.
Yeah, the Chrono Cross. So, okay, so talk to me about the Chrono Cross thing, because I
Radical Dreamers
only
Edition.
skimmed through it.
It's like an upscaling
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still the same game.
the whole
it's a
thing.
hood
It's the whole
banger.
thing.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing plus Radical Dreamers, which hasn't been officially local.
released.
Yeah,
Yeah.
officially released. Which is funny because I went online. I was just like, "How much is Radical Dreamers?" I found that shit for like $11.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, really cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, NES cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
Famicom.
Oh, well, Famicom.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 6
It
in
was
one
still
hand,
play.
half dozen in the other.
I mean, go slap that in an NES, see what it does. It's gonna go. It's gonna.
You know?
And if it did, it'd be the most brilliant game.
Yeah,
ever.
that's-
And so, I mean, how do y'all feel about this, the Kingdom Hearts? You know, they released
I don't.
information on the trilogy. It's going to be...
It's the cloud version.
It's
so
the
I don't-
cloud
I
streaming.
do
Oh,
not
that.
care.
Yeah.
absolutely do not
That's
care.
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean-
like, I think you should care because, like,
Yeah.
would you be able to play it? Like, not so much. So don't. Maybe not about whether you should
Can
play
I
Kingdom
put
Hearts.
it on my system and actually play it?
Well, I'm
Well,
saying
you
I
like.
can.
just connect to the streaming service.
Yeah, you'd
and
have to
then-
be streaming
You'd
it
have
the
to
whole
be-
time.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
so
you'd
you
have
don't
to
download anything. You just log into it
yeah.
and
Right.
start playing.
And I've played those games and they run like
And they run like ass. Yeah, I don't know
So-
why they're doing
so
that with a
can I
portable
play
fucking
it? Well,
console.
I can try, but will I be able to play it? Probably not.
And a lot of people
Right.
won't. A
Yeah.
lot of people out there won't be able to play it because
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Mm.
That's my problem with all the streaming shit is that
Yeah.
it's the same thing with
Now I have a problem with Kingdom Hearts. It's this aspect of the cloud.
The cloud, right.
The cloud's just not
oh,
ready.
just play some Kingdom Hearts. You'll have a problem with Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts.
yeah,
Right.
It happens very quickly. You form a problem with Kingdom
Form-
Hearts.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, we're just gonna see more titles that will have that kind of cloud functionality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just gonna keep happening. And so,
Because well, that's the way that when Doom Eternal, or was it just Doom?
it was Eternal.
It was Eternal.
Yeah.
So it's cloud streaming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think this is a stupid move for a portable system.
Well, once again, Nintendo is behind, man. I think this is like their goal at at live service.
Yeah.
man.
They're
This
trying
is
as
their-
hard
not
as
the
they
goal.
can to
This is their
compensate for
method.
their lack of hardware.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, well, we need people to pay us subscriptions like everybody else, and so what do we have to offer them? Here's the N64 games.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
here's some Sega Genesis games. Cloud streaming.
Yeah.
Like,
Here's
what-
win back.
Yeah,
That's what we're gonna
here's-
get
yeah,
them
That's
with.
what you want. That's what you really want. You want
Win
win
back.
back. You know, like no. If we wanted that, we want Siphon Filter. Okay.
Yeah. Really.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? And just due to the infrastructure, their internet infrastructure,
It's better.
these things will work. They
Uh-huh.
function in Japan.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, here in America, it's a little bit spottier. You
Man,
know,
that
you don't
fucks
really
me
know.
up. Thinking about countries like I'm pretty sure it's Taiwan that like they just have fucking nationalized gigabit internet for
Right.
everybody, and
Yeah.
it's just public access Wi-Fi. Everybody
Mhm.
just has the fastest fucking internet.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
nothing's throttled. It's
Nope.
yeah,
Nope, shit just works,
man.
you know?
Ugh.
Even though I found out, I didn't realize that China had already imposed their social currency structure.
on Taiwan.
I think it's just all across China.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at this. There was like, I forgot the guy's name. He's an MMA fighter who was going around to different like martial arts masters and disproving them.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they buried him because of that.
Buried him.
Yeah.
And to the point that they have that social currency.
Oh yeah.
And if your currency's too low, you can't catch a cab. You can't ride on the train. You can't take an airplane. Like travel is restricted because you are low society. You know what I'm saying?
This a Black
that was a
Mirror
Black Mirror
episode.
episode. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so that did, since he was going, they were saying that he was, yeah, literally, yeah.
We're all on the same page, man. Drew.
Fucking freaky
Right
shit,
there.
man. Fucking freaky shit. But
The world is a phone.
right, yeah, man. And so that's terrifying. But they
Yeah.
said that he was like defaming China. Basically, it's like defaming our history because these martial arts masters are the greatest masters to walk the planet and all this kind of shit.
Man, that
And people
ain't.
think so.
Nah,
And it's like, nah, man.
nah.
You know what I'm saying? You get a big burly dude who just rushes
Yeah.
straight at him.
Yeah.
All of them lose.
Well, that's
you
like a lot of that Shaolin shit, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Shaolin.
mean,
those are amazing athletes, is what they
Yes.
are. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
They're acrobats.
Yes.
They're
very strong.
They're fucking super strong,
very
right?
strong.
They're in some of the best shape of people on the entire goddamn planet, and they're
Yes.
able to pull off things that most humans would never imagine doing.
Yes.
But can they win in a fight?
That's the thing.
Probably
Because honestly,
not.
Kung Fu is not designed for fighting.
No, it's a lot of showmanship, right? And it's
Well,
also
that,
it's also
but
meditation,
meditation
and
is spiritual.
right.
Right.
It's a
It's-
journey.
yeah.
It doesn't exactly have to do with the battle.
But due to
Yeah.
cinema,
Uh-huh.
we view these things as
Yeah.
just like fighting styles. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna use my, my crane fist,
Yeah.
and it's like,
I'm gonna
okay.
mantis on you.
Right, and it's like, all right, well, if you're fighting against somebody who don't know how to fight,
Right.
who knows? You might poke somebody in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Good for you.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
MMA is a different beast, sir.
Poke 'em in
And
the
then
eyes.
MMA is like, okay, well, y'all have one really good sweep,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna use it.
Well, dude, that's why I like MMA a lot, but BJJ kind of fucked everybody because BJJ is the quickest way to stop somebody.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how big your opponent is. You put them in an armbar and they go fuck, stop.
Exactly.
Okay? And that's the end of the fight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have shit to do with what style or your stance or any of that
Which
crap.
is why so many people used to be like, MMA is boring to watch.
I
Like,
can
that's
understand
because,
it.
That's because you're not thinking about the technicality.
It's
the
highly
side
technical.
of
Yeah.
fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit hurts, bro.
MMA
You know?
used to be, wild motherfuckers stepping in the ring and trying all sorts of different styles at each other, and it all
Now
reduced
it's
down
like,
to
let
BJJ.
me get that ankle real quick.
That's it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
so it is interesting, but he did. He was like, people would like accept his challenges, and he'd go in there and just start
And
wailing
fuck
on
'em
them.
up.
And
Yeah.
they're like, wait, no, you're supposed to. You have to get into your stance.
Hold on, I gotta
And then-
power my chi.
Right,
You hold on a
exactly.
second.
But what he was
Let me
doing
make a
was
spirit bomb.
He was
Hold
going
on.
to all these people who were kind of like taking advantage of others.
Oh, no,
You know,
absolutely,
like
yeah.
like the people you're talking about. They were like, okay, well, you can use your chi and make somebody flip over
And
backwards.
then you have somebody fall
And then-
over a bench or
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like, okay,
yeah.
like that's like fucking cult shit.
Yeah.
It's very, very strange.
That's exactly
and
it.
like
yeah.
his last fight, there was this master who challenged him, but the dude was like 200 miles away. And he challenged him because he thought that this dude wouldn't be able to travel to him because he was so low on the social totem pole.
Oh,
he was like,
yeah,
he can't fly here,
whoa.
he can't do anything. He drove for like what was it like 12 days,
Damn.
13 days
Across
just to go
China.
just to make it to this fight. Yes, sir.
Fuck,
And the
wow.
dude's just like, oh no.
He's
Oh
here.
shit. I think the fight
no.
lasted like 13 seconds.
Fuck.
And yeah.
Man.
There's
Have you
footage of it.
Have you seen that guy? I think he's from Chicago or Detroit, but
I
he's
like it
like
regardless, I
an
don't care.
ex-cop that shows
Oh,
you how
him,
to.
yeah, of
it,
course.
he'll like
that's
deflect
Detroit.
a gun out of the way. It is
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah.
And I love
Yeah.
how they've memed it, whereas like people try to do it, and next thing you know, they're in heaven.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
He did everything he said. And to the point that they've been like counter memeing it,
Yeah.
where he'll be up in heaven. He'll be like, "No, you did it wrong,
Dude.
You know, it's like, I told you exactly how to do it. You did it wrong,
Man, so I watched a guy.
They're gold, man.
Moist Critical. I think I was talking about that guy, that streamer dude.
That it was you talking about it.
Yeah.
He came up on recommended
Well,
streamers
dude,
for me the other
he
day.
fucking went and met with that guy. He
Oh,
went
wow.
to his gym,
Uh-huh.
and he had the guy physically show him all this stuff. And he said that like no, this will not save you, but it'll
It'll
save
save
him
him.
because he
Strong
knows
as
what he's
fuck.
doing.
Well,
right.
it's also look at
He's
dude.
burly as
he's
fuck.
Huge.
Yeah. Mhm.
He's jacked.
But he
So
was showing
he
him
just
all sorts of
casually,
stuff
like takes people's gun hands and just like flips around on them,
Right.
on themselves.
Yeah.
Your average human just
Can't
couldn't do it like
yeah.
that. You
But
know what I'm saying?
but
he
when
is
Moist
jacked.
was doing it with this guy, he was like, oh no, he knows what he's fucking doing, and he's
yeah.
also very serious about it. Where he's like, yeah, if you were farther away than being able to grab, then you're just fucked.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, totally.
you know,
Right.
this
Right.
only helps like
I
real
hope
close
nobody
proximity.
shoots him because that's
Yeah.
the kind of thing that
No, man, that
happens,
guy's
man.
awesome.
He is awesome,
Yeah.
but people are dumb.
Yeah.
You know, they shot General Larry Platt. You remember him? Pants on the ground, pants on
Oh.
the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Why
Yeah,
did they
beat
shoot
him
him?
to death. I'm sorry,
What?
they didn't shoot him. They beat
They
him to death.
wow, fuck,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, dude, that happened. That happened. This dude was just singing a song. you know?
God damn.
Because people are haters. There's this guy who does streaming. He does little videos and shit. His name is Crip Mac.
Yeah.
You ever seen Crip Mac?
Mm-mm.
He 5'5" Crip, 55th Street. They keep it 55th Street. I love him, dude. You know, he's doing his shit, but he's all about that gang shit, that prison shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on all these different shows, and he has this like, really just grounded voice. Like,
Yeah.
really gravelly. But, you know, he's been blowing up. You know, he's just used to do like little short videos and, you know, I don't know what is so riveting about this shit. Probably because you know it's real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like this dude's from the streets.
Mhm.
He is not playing.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you know, they
It's
ended
like
up,
Snow on the Bluff, right? Where you're
Right,
like, well, I
you
know this
know?
is a movie, but
right. But it turned out that, you know, they ended up beating him. Like he got beaten. It was what they call a DP, which is disciplinary procedure. Like if you fuck up and the gang says, you know, you fucked up, so you're gonna get jumped. Anybody can get jumped. But it's always private. But they recorded it and put it on the internet.
fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And so there are a lot of people that are like, no, man, that's not street. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's people trying to defame your character
Yeah.
just because they're jealous of you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you get a little bit of success and you never know, man. People are weird.
Yeah.
People are really weird.
right.
And so I hope that nobody tries to attack that guy and just test him.
No shit.
know,
yeah. Well, if they're close enough, then they're fucked because he's gonna
God,
get them.
Yeah, dude. Well, he could just grab your arm and
Seriously.
give it a pull. And
Yeah,
it's gonna
really, man.
dislocate
Yeah.
that shit. Like he's very strong.
Yeah.
like ridiculously.
Yeah. He's a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But he seemed like a really nice guy,
I
so
like
that's
him.
the good thing. And he
Yeah.
also kind of
like him.
understands that his thing's a little funny. You know
Yeah.
what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't take himself too seriously, but he still takes his shit seriously.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh. I love when he has like guests on and
Yeah.
they're like, you know, they don't believe it.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, well, just put your hand right here.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like,
because he's fast and he's strong.
Right.
So yeah,
uh-huh.
unless you're super trained, because I think Moist, it was like him who is skinny and weak and and not fast, and then his buddy who has like a little bit of training, is kind of used to guns a little bit,
Yeah.
and you know, kind of works out, and then a buddy of his that's like ex-military. So
Right.
they had the 3 levels of people, and even the dude that was ex-military was like, no, that was hot. Like he really knows what he's doing with this. I wouldn't have been able to shoot him fast enough
Right.
before he disarmed me.
Yeah.
You know, because he was showing all about that. Like you grab somebody's muzzle and you and you
Just
can
don't let
control.
the slide-
Yeah, you can
don't let the
control them.
slide
You can just
contract.
move them around. You can
Yeah.
move their whole body because they're over here.
Right.
You know, you start twisting wrists. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's fucking funny though.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
that fucking strong. But
If you're
for
that
an
strong,
instructional
exactly.
video,
Yeah.
that might not work for you.
No,
You know what I'm saying? You put your hand on that slide and then your finger gets pinched in that chamber.
Yeah.
That's something else. That's a different level of pain, sir.
I think this is a good point to transition because you know there's a whole bunch
Only
of stuff.
violence begets violence.
That's right, and I don't think most of the things in Kill Bill would work in a fight.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God, no.
no.
Except for give me your arm.
Oh
shit.
God!
You already got one.
Man,
So
where do we
is
start?
this movie?
Right.
This movie, I feel like, is old enough and enough people have seen it. Can we just jump into spoilers?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
I mean,
Yeah, if you
everybody's
guys
seen-
haven't seen Kill Bill,
What's wrong
then
with
shame on you.
yeah, shame.
you? Shame.
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 Dong.
That's it. That's it right there. throw the poo poo on her.
Oh no!
Cersei got her revenge.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Mm.
Yeah, this one's a hard one
Yeah,
to approach.
do we
Okay,
even-
so first and foremost, Scott, which is your favorite of the two? One or two?
2.
Okay. Phil?
One. I don't know, man. Pai Mei though. Like,
Mm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so hard to. This is a very hard one because like the whole what's it called, the Club of the Blue Lotus or Club of the Blue Flower, what Oren Ishii's club. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. That whole sequence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But Pai Mei though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's hard. I really want to say the first one because I think it's more exciting throughout.
Yes.
I think that the second one has more lulls to it, but that doesn't mean bad. That doesn't, it's not like it stops to a halt or anything.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's
just
like comparing a Picasso to a Picasso, right?
Right.
Like I would say one. One was my favorite. However, I'm bigger into like kung fu cinema, which is one is more of a martial arts film, while two is a spaghetti western.
Right.
And so, but just because one, man, I'm telling you, day one, that when that movie released, I saw it 3 times in theaters. I did
3 times
on the
dude.
first day. On the first day, I went subsequently after that several times because I just had to see it over and over and over.
Yeah.
But just that whole scene, just Bill, it's your baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Blam!
God.
Just has you hooked, and you're just riding, right? I feel like 2.
How about Love Me Tender?
I think
I can play that.
I can play that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I do feel like 2 is a bit slower in pace. Lurk.
He's lurking. He said he'll be back in a second.
Oh, word. That's what's up. That's what's up.
2
I
is slower in pace.
Is very the pace slows a little bit. And you have, of course, more character development, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, explaining more about California mountain snake and more about Buck. Not Buck, not Buck, Bud.
I was talking to him.
Buck
I love
is
that.
in one.
I love that fucking
Your name
part.
is Buck,
oh, dude.
Right? And you came here to fuck.
And that's the guy that's the cop from Jackie Brown, which I don't think I realized that back in the day.
Right.
I didn't think about it.
Well,
very much.
Tarantino uses a lot of the same people.
And then the other guy is the guy from like Little Nicky and shit.
Yeah. It's a great movie. I love that movie.
Boston kicks ass. That part when Bill is talking to Bud, and Bud looks at him and goes, "You're telling me she killed all 88 of those guys?" And he was like, "Well, there aren't really 88 of them." You know?
Yeah.
Well, why do they call themselves
that?
I don't know. It sounds cool. I love it. So, okay, I got a stupid question. Is that a Hattori Hanzo sword in Pulp Fiction? Is that a Hattori Hanzo sword that was pawned?
That very well could be
in Southern California.
That very well could be, but he didn't pawn his sword.
I didn't say his sword.
Okay.
I said a sword.
Well, yeah, I mean, it very well could be, but those who have Hattori Hanzos, they don't get rid of them.
Right.
Yeah. Because even Bud was like, I got rid of that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that was
that was priceless.
Yeah. He's like, not when you want. What do you say? Not when you want somebody's 6-pack or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just got rid of that shit, and it trying to not be true. Michael Madsen completely kills it.
Kills it, dude.
Yeah, Bud is like such a charming yet terrifying character.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, like,
hey, are you working Wednesday? I see your name.
See your name.
I don't see your name.
I don't see
you
your
don't
name.
even know when you're working. You over here Thursday. You're working that. Oh wait, no, you're not.
There used to be your name.
There used to be your name. There used to be your name.
I like it how that stripper's like, should I go? He's like, no, you just sit there. That guy's great with his mutton chops. He's the best sleazy fucking strip club owner.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
You know, and I will say Kill Bill 2 does have some of the best like side characters. Like Bud's little sidekick.
Oh,
You know
totally.
what I'm saying? When they're like fucking burying her
Yeah,
and shit.
that
like,
guy.
Yeah.
That guy, dude. Like, oh my God. Like, that dude's a problem. I
Yeah.
know that right now, you know? And so,
That guy's-
but yeah, man, like Bud is so like, to be such a like, a fuck up, like, you know, like he's completely, like when he's making those margaritas, I mean, it's just the sloppiest job. Even when he's pouring them into the cups for him to share,
He doesn't give a
he's
shit.
like missing.
Yeah.
You know, just
Whatever.
like slap, you know.
Give
Like, and it's like, it's all tequila and ice.
Yeah.
That's it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and then he opens up that money.
Yeah.
Pa, 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 and he just starts going
Yeah.
blind immediately.
Absolutely. Yeah, that shit was good, man. That shit was good. But yeah, man, it's like, and he goes from that to super cold and calculated. You know, when he like shoots her with a rock salt.
Yeah.
When he's sitting there, just ceremoniously hammering in those nails, like, you know, to bury her.
And that's such a
alive,
good
like-
transition to the Pai Mei. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Got a
Oh
hip
man, when
turn.
she starts
Hitting
doing
them
the
hips. Yeah.
and he's God damn, dude, that shit's so good.
Pai is really good.
What's your thing about these movies, Scott? What's your favorite?
No. I mean, my favorite's 2. It's always been 2.
No, I mean like sequence. What's your favorite sequence? in it?
Oh, sequence?
Yeah.
Man.
What's your favorite sequence?
Well, no, man. There's a lot.
There's
I mean,
a lot.
I like all the Pai Mei shit.
Yeah.
Especially when she first gets there.
Oh
And
yeah.
he like tells her, "Go to the rack." You know, like,
Uh-huh.
like I like all the Pai Mei shit.
What the fuck does Bill say to her? He's like, well, he
he
hates Americans.
he can't stand Caucasians,
Caucasians
and he has nothing
but contempt for women.
So
Yeah.
it might take more than a few years before he warms up to you.
That's so good, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the bride fighting, what's her name? The California
Mountain Snake.
like that whole.
L driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they keep trying to pull
Yeah,
the
they
sword
keep
out.
trying to pull the sword out.
Yeah.
and
There's
they
no
can't.
space.
Like,
Yeah,
I
dude.
like overall a lot of my like, and there's some good stuff in you know, one, obviously the club scene, like that long shot where the 5, 6, 7, 8s are playing. Hoo, 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 hoo,
Dude,
like
the fucking
great.
intro to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
God.
My
Yeah.
baby shot me down.
I mean,
think-
with her fighting Vernetta Green.
Oh yeah.
Oh
God
no, that sequence,
damn,
that might
dude.
be my favorite of both movies
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
whole.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say this now that I you know, like, worry about my daughter's clothes. I looked at her and I was like, why doesn't she wear pants that are long enough for her, huh?
No.
Why she got a jacket that's too small? Also, that girl isn't 4.
Yeah, she's like, I'm 4.
Yeah.
And
You're
I'm
not
like,
4.
what?
You're
You
not
know?
4. You're 6.
Yeah, for real.
I'm trying to lie to me.
Yeah, I do. The like Kill Bill 2 does. Their fight sequences are more like wrestling sequences. Like that's kind of how their choreography was
totally.
done. Was like more in a wrestling style.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
versus
A
well,
back
and I
and
feel
forth
like-
kind of
which
thing.
is,
And this
well,
may
a
be
lot of slams and like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
big like kicking people through doors and walls and, you know, like with that L driver fight. You know, like that was
Yes.
some like
Mhm.
that was a street fight, bro.
Yeah, and,
You
and
know?
like, and this may be a contentious opinion, but I think the fight scenes are shot better in 2.
Okay.
I think they're shot different.
think
I think
I think
they're
they're shot in a more realistic way.
Right.
Well, I think they were a lot more grounded. You got a lot more like steady cam shots rather
'Cause, I
than the
mean-
constant like flipping. Because seriously, it's something that I did not pick up on until last night when I was watching the first one. Every single one of those fights, almost every single hit cuts to a different frame, cuts to a different thing. It's a very choppy form of editing.
Man, I don't know.
Puts
It-
out
it-
that
it
eye
doesn't-
and all
it
of a sudden
doesn't
everything
bother
goes
me,
black
though.
and white.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like it's just the right amount of shaky cam for
No.
this.
And
You know?
I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it is very
And
different.
dude, the whole
I
crazy
prefer
88
that
club
kind
scene
of,
is-
yeah,
is-
I prefer a more steady cam
Yeah.
fight scene personally because
Yeah.
it's a little bit easier to read.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just like, I don't know. I mean, overall, I feel like 2 is just shot better. You know. It's just yeah,
I think
but
it's
that's
just shot
again that's
differently.
personal opinion. I feel like it's editing
Yeah,
is better.
I really
feel like
think
the
that
writing
that
is
has to
better.
do with the
Yeah.
fact that
They're
it's
two
playing
different
the
styles.
right. It's playing
Yeah.
the kung fu movie versus the spaghetti
And
western.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Because again, you know, like comparing.
That's why it's hard to
Picasso
look at
Picasso,
them as one
it's
entity.
Not, yeah, it's
oh,
not.
the pussy died.
Oh, the
pussy
pussy
died.
died.
It's like I
guy's
cut
great.
her face.
Yeah. Oh
He
man.
was amazing.
What
He's like-
a-
and then you see
what a
her and be like, oh
brilliant
no, he was
bastard right
serious. He was not kidding about that. When she comes in, she
Ugh.
walks in, like, oh
How's that?
no.
Mm.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah.
that was
dude.
rough. Uh
Yeah. Like
What?
huh. I like
What-
that line that she says. She's like, you know, Bill, much like most men without fathers, spent his life collecting father figures.
Uh huh.
Like, and this is
Yeah.
one of the other father figures.
Yeah.
And what was the name of that sequence? He's like, shit can that what do you say? Like, shit can that language, boy. You in the house of mercy. What is it, like Two Pines?
Yeah, it's Two Pines.
d-
Because it was
is it
Two
just-
Pines Massacre or whatever.
Yeah,
the
the
Two
Massacre
Pines
at Two
Massacre.
Pines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. That sequence was amazing.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so
You
good.
know, when they all
That-
come
I
in,
love
it's like,
that.
okay, well, I'm I'm gonna sit on the bride's side.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that
and
was
the whole
great.
time she's just like, "Oh shit,
Uh-huh.
like what's about to happen?" It's
Well,
like, oh
but
my
then
God,
but
are
then
you happy
she,
for me, Bill?
at a
You know?
certain point, she crosses over to, well, maybe he's not going to do something.
Dude,
Maybe he's not
she
gonna
just
do
doesn't know.
something.
She's
But
like,
at a
oh well,
certain
he really
point-
loves me.
Yeah,
you know,
and
it's
he's
just
willing
like,
But
to
also,
let me go.
at the end, when he's explaining,
well, at the beginning,
no.
he's like, "This is me at my most sadistic."
Oh, yes, that
Yeah.
part.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm talking about when he's talking to his daughter, when he's
Oh,
making
yeah.
the sandwich, and he's explaining, and she's like,
About-
like, well,
about
why'd you kill mommy? And he's like, well, I was angry at the time.
Yeah.
But I realized as soon as I did it that there are some things you can't undo.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Well, and when he's talking to her just
It's so good.
one-on-one, when he's talking to her one-on-one, you're starting to realize that a lot of his decisions were very selfish. It's
Very
just,
selfish.
You,
Yeah,
you hurt
absolutely.
me. Of
Well,
course I'm going to shoot
dude,
you.
Yeah.
dude, she's like,
you
"Who
know?
are you?" His response is, "I'm the man."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, selfish.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
that's
absolutely.
So let me ask
But
you
it
guys
builds
this.
on it. It builds
Did she
on
have to
Yeah.
kill Bill?
it. Yes.
yes.
He would have killed her.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
she didn't,
Mhm.
he would have killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't think there's a
Well,
possibility
Bud
that
said it, man. That lady deserves her revenge,
yeah.
and we deserve to die.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was right. He was right.
He was completely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he knew it was coming
knew
for
it
him
was
too.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he almost got out of it. He
Yeah.
almost did
Wasn't
it.
for that Black Mamba in the
Yep.
money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Black
Oh my
Mamba in
God.
the money.
And I love it when
Damn
she's
it.
got
I-
she's got the
Every
whole
time
motherfucking
I
Black
get a
Mamba.
suitcase
I should
full
have been
of
a
money.
motherfucking Black Mamba.
Yeah, seriously.
I should have been a motherfucking Black Mamba.
Let's talk about Cottonmouth though.
Yeah, dude.
Man,
Bernita Green.
Nah, Cottonmouth is Oren.
Oren.
Oh, Ren. Yeah, she's Oren. Is she? That's Wait, Vernita
Lucy
is
Law. Or no.
is.
Lucy Liu.
I thought she's Copperhead.
She's Copperhead.
Yeah, she's Copperhead. There's Copperhead, Black Mamba, California Mountain Snake, and
Isn't it Cottonmouth?
I guess it would have to be
Yeah.
But there's one more.
There's
Bud.
Yeah, the
Bud
Snake
and
Charmer.
Bud.
Snake
Snake
Charmer
Charmer.
Snake Charmer.
Well, Snake
Is-
Charmer's Bill.
is Bill.
Bill.
Bill's
Yeah.
a Snake
Yeah.
Charmer. Bud is what's his snake name?
Rattler.
Sidewinder or
He-
something?
Sidewinder.
Sidewinder.
Is that
He is
right?
Sidewinder.
Yeah.
I think he is Sidewinder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we figured it out.
Yeah.
We know our snakes here.
Yeah.
We're reptologists. I really love that moment in the Oren fight where all of a sudden she respects the bride.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because she totally thinks that she's got it up
Yeah.
until a certain point.
And then she's like, "Oh, well, you are a bad bitch."
Yeah,
And that's when she ends
Well, I
up
think
running
she-
away. Once she like hacks down her entire, squad.
yeah.
That's when she's like, "Okay, I got problems."
Got problems,
you
but she
know.
thinks she can handle it. She
Uh-huh.
still thinks that she's bad enough to handle it. But then when they actually clash
Yeah,
and she
when they get
cuts
out
her
there in the
back
garden.
open,
Yeah.
when they get out in the garden, exactly.
Yeah,
And-
which that scene transition was so sickening.
Oh yeah.
It was so sickening. It's like,
yeah,
it's fucking snowing.
yeah,
You
man.
know, like what?
Uh-huh.
It was so.
That snow looks
clean.
like sand.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably. I mean, it's all fake snow.
Well,
you
yeah,
know, but
yeah.
still, like you just have this garden back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just
It's-
what you're doing.
Mhm.
That's
It's
just
like,
where you
in
chill,
case-
man.
Just in case I gotta have an epic fight.
It's where you have tea.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tea and bloodshed.
Man.
You know.
That's probably honestly my favorite. When she's talking to the Yakuza,
Oh
and
yeah.
that one guy is just like half Japanese, half
Yeah.
American.
So if
and
anybody
she's like,
brings my yeah,
Yep.
it's like if anybody brings up my
going-
Japanese and American heritage as a
I want
negative,
you to know
I will take your fucking head.
that you can
Now,
come
if
to
any
me
of you
with
motherfuckers
anything-
have anything else to say,
Now's the fucking time!
Love it.
Yeah.
'Cause she
Oh.
starts that whole speech very. Now I just
Oh,
want
yeah,
you
totally.
to know.
I wanna apologize
and
for-
her assistant the whole time is in Japanese.
Very very business-like. It's like, I want, if you have any problems with any of my
Feel free
decisions,
to come to
I
me.
want you to bring it to me. And no subject will be off the table, except for the subject that was just being discussed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that shit's amazing.
Control.
Uh-huh.
Love her.
Oh, dude, so good, so good. That entire sequence was really cool. Go-Go, man.
Go from and
Yeah,
she's from
you know,
what's it called?
She
Battle
was in
Royale.
Battle Royale.
Yeah. which is awesome because
Mhm.
I
What's
saw
her name?
Battle Royale
Chiaki-
after that.
Oh, really?
So I
I'd
hadn't
seen
seen it
Battle
when I
Royale
first
years
saw.
before.
Right.
Right. Yeah, dude. Like, and she was amazing. She's like,
Oh,
go
amazing.
eh?
Yeah, go.
Bingo.
Oh, dude,
Bingo.
do you want to fuck me? And that guy goes.
And then she stabs him in the dick.
Uh-huh. No, she
No,
she
disembowels
disembowels
him.
his
She
ass.
disembowels, yeah.
That's what she does.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Gogo was sick.
Yeah,
You
Gogo's
know,
super sick.
You know, it's just good seeing the actors.
Yeah.
Gordon Liu
Yeah,
was also there.
totally.
You know.
Yeah.
Man, come on, we ain't even talked about Hanzo himself,
You know,
Sonny
well,
Chiba.
we're
dude.
getting there. We're getting there. He's right
Motherfucking
there.
Sonny Chiba.
Yeah, like Gordon Liu, he was just like, he's like, I'm not bald, I shaved my head.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
He's like, go get us pizzas. He's like, we don't serve pizzas. He's like, I fucking said, go get us pizzas. He's like,
Oh, God.
And at the end, when they're all dead, and Charlie Brown and his wife are just like slipping on the blood.
and they're just like, what'd they do to our
And that-
beautiful clothes?
And then, like,
What did they do?
Tarantino's foot fetish just got way too extreme during that scene because she's cutting
Really?
off everybody's feet. By
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of there,
God.
there's just feet everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
she's
she's
just-
dismembering everyone,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, that's
Not you, Sophie.
right?
You don't go
Right
anywhere.
there. You don't go anywhere.
But yeah, Sonny Chiba, Hattori Hanzo, you know.
He's so
like,
happy
that
and,
whole-
and joyful and everything, and I
like the
love his
Japanese.
sidekick because he does the perfect like snarky Japanese.
That's Gordon
voice.
Liu.
Yeah, Gordon Luke. But
Yeah.
Gordon Luke, he has that perfect, that whiny like.
Like, what do you
Uh-huh.
want?
He's like,
Yeah,
he
and-
throws the knife in the fucking wall at him.
yeah, and of course it all turns out to be a facade, right?
Right.
So when they're back there, he's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
like, you know, having that conversation with her, and
I always
he
serve
tells-
the sake. You always cut the fish.
Right. You know, when she's talking to him, and she's like, you know, how big is this vermin?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, man-sized vermin. You know, it doesn't deserve to die. All this kind of shit. And then he writes Bill.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude,
in the windowsill, man. That sorrow in his face is just like
Because he knows.
He knows. It's
I also
like,
love it that not only does she erase it, she makes sure to erase every
All of
portion
it.
of it.
All
There was
of it.
Nothing left.
Little bit of a B right there at the
And she's
end.
like, nope.
She's just like, nope, all of it.
got it.
Because I know what that B stands for, and I'm not looking at it.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He had a lot of swords.
Yeah, he did.
That was a lot.
Well, he's been training with Hattori Hanzo all this time. I'm like, I'm sure he's been collecting them.
Dude.
And I'm sure, of course, like Bill. That's one thing that I always kind of wanted was like a prequel, so we can actually see more about Bill himself. You know, because I'm sure that he was hunting Hattori Hanzo's swords for a while there. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else
Yeah.
has them? Like, who else can I test myself against?
So, okay. So
Because he wasn't just a con man; he was also like very skilled.
He was,
a very skilled
absolutely,
martial
yeah.
artist. And by the
Yeah.
time she caught up with him, you know, he was significantly older.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of in repentance for his sin, like he knew death was coming. You know, and so yeah, and
So,
I like to see.
Pai Mei was in a couple of Shaw Brothers movies.
Yeah.
And I've seen that. Was Hattori Hanzo a real person?
Hattori Hanzo is a mythological sword maker.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's more of a myth
Yes.
than anything. He's not an
Right.
actual person.
Not that we know of. It's kind of like
But it's
Jesus.
hard to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, is
Sorry
Oda
about that. I don't
Nobunaga
know
a real person? Like,
Right,
goddamn,
you
you
know,
know,
it's
he's
like
more myth than person.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, people speculate that there was a Hattori Hanzo.
Right.
And he might not have been as wonderful as people like to say. That's
Yeah.
just, it gets embellished over time.
Yeah.
But once again, it just becomes legend, and
Yeah.
that's
Right.
essentially what he kind of banked on. Because you know, you hear Hattori Hanzo all the time. That's actually the name of the ninja in Samurai Shodown.
That's who I always
Yeah.
think of.
yeah, that's Hattori Hanzo, and so
And
but it's
Jubei
just-
Yagyu's in that too, who
Yes.
again, that's like a mythological character, but he was a guy. He was a
Yeah,
real person.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
All these people, they're all based on
Yeah.
reality in some facet, but
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
everything's been just
There's been
embellished over
legends
years.
heaped on to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So by now it's like, okay, like how do we separate the legend from the
Right.
actual person?
Right.
Yeah, but I
you
think
know?
I think Japanese narratives have a different way of showing it.
preserving
Yeah, they
the
really
history.
do. Yeah, because I mean, I think I know more of these legendary Japanese characters than I do of
that
any
actually-
other culture.
Right.
You know
a lot
what I
of them
mean?
were philosophers, and,
Right.
and that's
Yeah.
you know, what kind of plays to
Yeah.
their timelessness. You know?
Oh, okay. So he was a samurai, Hattori Hanzo. Okay. And then I guess they just associated him with being this
Swords maker.
swords.
master sword maker. Yeah.
You know?
Using that Amahagane.
I think you can plug that name into whatever you want.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It still has prestige.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a prestigious title.
Yeah,
It's just
man.
the name. It's the brand.
Right. It's the brand. Hanzo brand.
Yeah,
I mean, if there were some Hattori Hanzo knives, if they released a set of
Right.
Hattori
Like,
Hanzo kitchen knives, I'd need them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It would sell,
fucking
boy.
sell.
Those would sell.
They need Sonny
Jesus.
Chiba to sell them too. Very good.
No,
He's
they're
cutting the
very
fish. He's cutting the
good. Nice even cut.
You
It's very
speak
good.
Japanese the way we speak.
You're Japanese. When you say arigato, you say it the way we say arigato.
I love it the way she shows up because she totally shows up like a tourist.
Oh, yeah.
And he
yeah.
takes her that way, and she
Uh-huh.
acts like she doesn't know Japanese and all this stuff. And then when it gets serious, she just starts speaking to him, and he's like,
He's like, yep, I knew something. Well, I don't know. It's
I guess
like,
let's go upstairs.
yeah. It's like, even though it's hard to really read that one. It's like
It is.
he could have
isn't it?
known the whole time.
He could have known the whole time.
You know?
I have a
I
feeling
believe
that they were
he
just
did.
playing
I
with
believe
each other.
exactly because
They're old friends.
Because it
and
seems like he's pretty much in touch with Bill.
she
and all
had
the
to have
things
met
that
him
Bill,
before, right?
Right. She had
Yeah.
to either have met him,
Yeah.
or due to the fact that he's been forging swords for all the Deadly Vipers anyway.
Well, did she? She had a Hanzo. She used to have a Hanzo, right? Because everybody else had one.
I guess.
Why wouldn't she have had one?
I guess she did, but I mean that part's never addressed.
Yeah.
You know, like
I mean,
she
there's
got
a
shot
lot,
and killed, and
there's
she
a
had
lot
nothing.
in-
So
there's a lot in the back story that aren't addressed. There's
Right.
little pieces that it's just like, I mean, do we need to know? Not for this story.
You don't really
not
need to know.
necessarily.
No,
not necessarily. But
I agree
mean,
with you on that.
It would be a cool piece of cinema.
It
Yeah.
would
Just
yeah,
to like
yeah.
have like Bill forming the
Yeah,
deadly
she did,
venoms. You know.
Well, so I mean, Tarantino has continued to talk about making another Kill Bill movie.
He hasn't really talked much about it lately. Now it was a big deal before because he wanted Vernita Green's daughter. Nakia
To come back
get
as her
old
own
enough.
revenge film.
Right, because he wanted to use that same
So
actress.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
that was the name of the game there. But
Which she's old enough now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. But we don't know if it's actually going to be a thing because he hasn't mentioned it in
But
forever.
would you rather have a young Bill movie?
I want
What
them
if
both.
you just called it Bill?
Just
I mean,
Bill.
Bill.
I mean,
That's the name of the
that's
movie.
actually that doesn't sound far fetched
Nah.
to me
Mhm.
at all. I would take them both. I would love to have the revenge tale.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really cool.
He's so good,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know
Um,
if I'd want a prequel now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, who are you gonna get to play Bill?
Yeah, without David Carradine.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a huge
David
loss.
Carradine wouldn't have been able to play young David Carradine.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, they could age him. I mean,
De-age him.
there are things that you can play around with.
Yeah.
But you need David Carradine at some point. You really do need him. But there's this martial artist by the name because I was thinking about Nakia and whatever her actress's name was. How she could has she been training? Like, is she even prepared for something like
what
this?
if since this movie came out, she's been fucking hitting it really hard?
I mean, that's a possibility. I'm like, if they can't get her,
Yeah.
then there's a little-known actress, now an actress by the name of the Samurai, and this woman would be phenomenal.
Yeah. You
she
told
would
me
be-
about Samurai.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
just go to Instagram, type in the
Yeah.
Samurai,
Uh-huh.
check her out. She was just normal girl. She ended up getting into a car accident, that was just really, really bad for her. She was hospitalized. Her boyfriend ended up leaving her because she was, just in a vegetative state. She was really bad. And so she just did nothing but watch kung fu movies and practice butterfly knives and all this kind of stuff.
Wow.
So the second she was actually able to walk again, she started her martial arts training.
Yeah.
And now this woman is beasting out.
That's an interesting one because I've heard a number of stories about people that have had serious nerve damage or some kind of accident that causes atrophy in a limb or whatever that do kung fu until that shit works again.
Exactly. Yeah, her name is Shayna West.
Shayna West.
Shayna West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
The Samurai.
The Samurai. Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about she has this big, beautiful, gorgeous afro,
Awesome.
and that girl is a living weapon.
She's bad.
Yeah.
Nice.
She was in actually like some PlayStation trailers here lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she made it into one of those. I wanted to say that she made it into like
She in Ghostwire Tokyo.
Mando.
Yeah.
I thought she made it like, was it in Mando or? Not Avengers. She made it into some movie. Let's see what she got in. Because she ended up making it into. She was like an extra, like in one of the like large scale battles.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was Mandalorian, to be honest with you.
Huh.
Well, shit, guys, we ain't even talked about
it was
the
Black
anime
Widow.
sequence.
It was Black Widow. She was in Black Widow.
Oh, that's why we don't remember.
That's what it was.
That's why
she
we
was
don't
one.
remember, because we blacked that out from our minds.
Totally. Yeah, she was in that ending sequence.
Oh,
where
she
they
was one of the other
reactivated
widows?
she was one of the other
Got you.
widows.
That's
That's
cool.
what it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You talking about the IG animated
The
sequence?
IG, production IG.
I can't believe that was production IG. That's so
Really?
dope.
Oh
Yeah.
the Orion Ishii when she was a child.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Boss Tanaka.
Yeah.
That fucking scene when she stabs him,
Oh,
and then
dude.
it
blade goes right past her head.
but it sprays the blood.
Oh, I
and
think
it
when
has
her
the-
mom got
the-
stabbed.
No,
yeah.
Yeah,
When
but you're talking
she
when she
stabs
stabs
She's
Boss
on
Tanaka.
top of him.
Yeah.
rips it the fuck out.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. See, I would take that.
Yeah.
You know, like if we had a prequel,
that's what I'm talking
like give
about.
it to me in that style.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no,
okay.
not just that specifically, but you can give us all the I always want to say 5 deadly venoms.
Yeah.
But the what were they called? They were called the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That was it. The
Yeah.
Deadly Viper Assassination.
So do you know where all
Squad.
this came from? Like the idea for the movie?
I mean,
what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
This is Quentin Tarantino and Uma Thurman hanging out talking about what Fox Force 5 would have been if it was his own movie.
Oh.
Wow,
They were
that's
just
awesome.
hanging out talking about the Fox
Yeah,
Force
'cause, I
5.
mean,
You know,
this is
you
as
see, there's
much-
1, 2, 3, 4,
This
5
is
of us.
as much Uma Thurman's movie as it is Tarantino's.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. And at
Ours,
the beginning of
yeah.
it, it totally says U and Q, done
Yeah,
by
yeah.
U and Q, and well, that's Uma. And
Right.
basically, they just kind of kept hanging out and talking about how much they love kung fu and all this, and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Why don't we fucking make a kung fu movie?"
Right.
God,
Yeah.
it was coming off the back of Jackie Brown,
Uh-huh.
and he had been hanging out with Uma since Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
and so this slowly evolved because eventually initially, they were going to make a Fox Force 5 movie,
Yeah.
which would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But instead we got this.
So
You
this
know?
is essentially
Good
for
trade-off.
Uma the same thing that Nobody is for Odenkirk.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Isn't that
pretty
weird?
much, dude.
Isn't that
Yeah.
weird? Yeah.
Because
Just
nobody
like,
thought of
okay.
Uma as a badass until
No.
this.
And then you didn't think of her as anything but.
Now she's
You know what I'm
just the
saying?
bride.
She's just the
Oh,
bride,
yeah.
boy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so
And Mia Wallace once in a while.
I didn't
Right.
remember. I didn't remember this, but they don't say her name until later
No,
on.
they
into the
always
Beatrix
jumble it.
Kiddo.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Beatrix
always
Kiddo.
jumble it. It's like when she
Well-
was telling her name to Nakia.
I love that.
Yeah.
Goes, beep.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
That
they
was a
like
good time
bleep
for
it
that,
out.
though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, worked out well.
Until pretty much the end of the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
she's basically talking to
Because he
Bill.
always called her kiddo,
Yeah.
you know, and
And
so
we didn't know
it
that was
sounded
her
like,
name.
you know,
It was her
him
actual
talking
name.
down to her,
Right.
like, but it was just
That's
like,
her
no, that's
name.
her
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know, and I've gotten myself in trouble with that. Oh God, I've gotten myself in trouble with that because like for a while there,
Yeah.
like I would call people kiddo, and
Yeah, they don't like stuff like
they don't
that.
like people don't like that shit, you
Yeah,
know, and it's
uh-huh.
like nah, man, it's like
Well,
it's
man,
term of endearment.
I'm telling you, it's like I've always said, "What up, boy?" to people,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you can't say
Yeah,
that."
you gotta-
a lot of
you gotta be
time.
careful
Yeah.
with it.
If
Yeah.
I don't know somebody and I call a boy, they don't like that very
Sometimes
much.
they don't,
Ugh,
you know
and
what
I'm going,
saying?
"Whoa, I didn't mean anything." I was
Uh-huh, you know,
call me whatever you want.
You'd be like, my
Retaliation.
guy?
I don't give a
I
shit.
don't
Yeah.
know.
No, that's
you
why
know?
I just started using dude for everyone.
Just saying.
Everyone is dude now, which is funny because I totally pissed off an old man one time with that.
Calling him dude.
Yeah. This guy walked into
Oh.
Radio Shack. Man,
don't
he
say
was
that
like,
to me.
It was way worse than that. It was
Right.
way worse than that. Like he walked up and he was angry because of some dumb shit, you know. And I was like, all right, hold on a second, dude. Let me get my manners. He's like, you don't call me dude. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember,
Alright.
like, there was a generation where those words
Right.
started surfacing, and they're like, "That's hippie talk," you
Right.
know? Like, I don't
Yeah.
fucking hate hippies, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing,
Yeah.
you know? And
Or
so-
like the beginning of Big Lebowski where he's like the dude.
dude.
Well, that's a name no one would self-apply where I come from.
All right, uh-huh.
You know? Yeah, so you never know what's gonna set somebody off.
Yeah.
It's just funny that Kiddo would set people off.
Right,
You know?
well, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I mean, if you're not thinking
What is it? What is it that
Beatrix-
Robbie says?
Right.
He's Bucko. He's
Bucko.
always saying Bucko.
Bucko,
I'm
uh-huh.
surprised he hadn't pissed somebody off calling him Bucko.
Bucko can be aggressive.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, you know, like you gotta pick your spot.
I like
man.
Bucko. I
Read
think
the
it's a
room.
good one. Right.
You
You
gotta
gotta
read
read
the
the room. Man.
You know, But
Well-
I mean, all in all, it's really amazing that Kill Bill, like no matter when I watch these movies, the impact is always the
They work.
same.
Yeah.
They hold
They're
up.
always just as gripping.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, if you want to have something just grab your attention and hold on to it for the entire ride,
Yeah.
They'll do
it's Kill Bill, man.
I mean, I kind of think that all of Tarantino's movies do that. I would just about say all. I mean, I understand people not being as big of a fan of Jackie Brown. I am a huge fan of that movie, so, but
Yeah.
I also understand people thinking that, like, Reservoir Dogs lacks stuff
Action.
because it's mostly in...
It's just conversation.
Right, but it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good, right? But I guess beyond those two, every other one of his movies, I don't know, Hateful Eight people just disliked, right?
Yeah.
I get that one too, because it's kind of back to the Reservoir Dogs thing. But all the rest of them, dude, every time you watch Pulp Fiction,
Now, I'll say I didn't really think that. What was the last one? The Manson. Well, it wasn't really.
Oh,
about
Once
the
Upon a
Manson-
Time in
Once Upon a
Hollywood.
Time in
I still
Hollywood.
haven't seen that.
Yeah,
I
I
thought it
still
was
haven't seen it.
okay.
Okay,
You know,
see, I
like,
still haven't
as
even seen
far
that
as
one.
like all
Yeah.
of his movies. Now, of course, with his mastery of tone and dialogue,
Yeah.
then you're still gonna be interested in watching
Right.
the film. But I don't think that that's like anywhere near his best work. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
only Tarantino. I'd put True Romance, which he didn't direct. I'd
Above
put
that one?
above that
Yeah.
easily.
You ever
know?
seen Four Rooms?
Yes, I love Four Rooms.
It's so
I
good.
love Madonna was in Four Rooms.
Yeah,
she
she
was.
was.
Yeah.
She was the witch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of the
The
witches.
Coven.
Dude,
that was a
Four
good
Rooms
one.
was great.
Yeah.
That movie took me completely by surprise.
Really?
Because
Seriously?
I saw it like
Dead hooker in the bed.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
I saw it like when
"Whoa."
it first came out, and I'm like, this is not what I expected.
Uh-uh.
But no, that's great.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez killing it.
And I'm a bigger fan of Death Proof than I am of Planet Terror.
Planet Terror.
I think
Yeah.
Death Proof is a much better movie.
But
Planet Terror is
again,
fun.
It's all about that dialogue, man.
It's about the dialogue, right?
Yeah,
See, this car is death proof, but it really only works when you're in this seat.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's good. I love the girl's leg on the highway, like during the
Oh,
car
no.
crash. Yeah, that's a good one. But man, like, so all I'm getting at though is like Kill Bill, Django, Pulp Fiction, Death Proof. All these have so much fucking impact that every time you watch these movies, it still does the same thing to you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I hope Tarantino hasn't lost his shtick. If you're right about that with Once
Well,
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think it's only because they took a lot of liberties
Yeah.
with that. It's not really
Yeah.
historically accurate. It's almost like a
yeah.
spoof of what happened back then.
Kind of
and
the same thing that he did with Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah,
you know?
oh, Inglourious
Kind of
Bastards.
like
There's
no,
another one.
Inglourious
Right.
Bastards is still
Bastards is up
hyper
there, though, dude.
entertaining. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
oh,
saying?
yeah, absolutely.
This has a guy just like beating the shit out of Bruce Lee. Anyway, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens in here.
Didn't he piss off Bruce Lee's family with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and it's like, well, Chinese people are very, very proud.
Yeah, but I think they were specifically like, you're defaming the way that Bruce Lee and he's like, dude, I'm making a joke.
Yeah.
Come on, like, and everybody knows Bruce Lee was an asshole. Like, shut up.
And so no, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's a good film.
Yeah.
Just as far as, I guess that's the problem, right? He has so many absolute masterpieces.
Yeah.
That I mean, even if one isn't just absolutely perfect to me personally, then it's just like, okay, well, it's like the conversation we were having last night about comparisons. Right?
Okay.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like, what's the point in even making a comparison in the first place?
Yeah.
Because it's not a bad film.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's just
absolutely.
not Kill Bill. It's
Yeah.
not Pulp Fiction. It's not Reservoir Dogs. But Tarantino, just give me more. And
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
got one more.
He has one more.
He has one
That's
more.
right.
He
He said 10 films and that's it. And he still said, fuck you, mama, you're not getting any money.
Yeah, no Elvis Cadillac for mom.
No Elvis
And
Cadillac.
say, hey, dude, what the fuck? Like, I wonder if she just I always want an Elvis Cadillac.
I bet she did.
He's like-
With the horns on the front of it.
Oh
and
yeah,
everything,
right.
you know? Like-
And you're just like, when I'm famous, mom, I'll get you one. And it's like, well, no, you need to stop all that writing and do your studies.
You're never going to
He's
be
like,
famous.
Oh, you're never gonna be famous. He's like, well, fuck you, bitch. Pull up to the house in the Elvis Cadillac. blow it up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
give her the keys. They're actually the keys to the pussy wagon.
Man, he has that shit.
Yeah,
He still has the pussy wagon.
Well, no. I don't think he does. The pussy wagon went up for and not an auction. It was a contest where you could win it. And so somebody won it.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga won it.
Is
that's
she
meat
the one
wagon.
that used it in the video? Somebody used it in a
may not
music
have been
video.
that exact one, but
Yeah.
she used it in the video.
Then,
it was
yeah.
like
then that
her
is
and
the pussy
Beyonce.
wagon. That's the real
Yeah,
pussy
oh,
wagon then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
They just
so-
borrowed it. They
Well,
called
either that or
Tarantino.
they might have bought it. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But if they did, I entered that contest, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, please.
That'd be great, dude.
Please, dude. You get pulled over all the time.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but I think you'd get pulled over and the cop would be like,
Fuck
dude,
yeah,
this is the fucking
man.
pussy
Can I take a
wagon.
picture?
Can I take
No,
a can I take a picture?
Yeah, straight up. Straight up, man. That'd be so funny.
Man.
But yeah, could you imagine like just getting that phone call? It's like, well, you are the winner of the pussy wagon. Wasn't that Borat? He's like, you know, with the pussy wagon, can you get the pussy magnet?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
the
"Put
pussy
pussy
magnet."
magnet.
Where
But
can I
he's like,
find these pussy
the
magnets?
pussy magnet.
Did you guys watch the second one?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the second
did
one.
not.
It's like
Yeah,
his
I
daughter,
watched it.
right? And she trying to get
Yeah,
married.
Yeah. It
He's
was
trying
okay.
to marry her off.
Oh,
Yeah.
is
Yeah, he's trying to get her to the wedding or whatever. And
Okay.
She's like, he has to clean her up, and she's like just foul. You know, just completely foul. She's a great actress, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she's really, really good, especially to keep up with Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's
absolutely.
very difficult.
I've
Like,
seen a
if
few.
you want to talk about a
I've
method
seen a
few
actor,
Man.
clips
Jesus.
out of sequence, and like it looks hilarious.
Right.
So,
You know, like y'all basically have to stay in character for months.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
It just took the
Yeah.
overplay of the first one still hasn't like left me.
man.
right.
You know what I
mean,
fucking
like-
loved him in? Sweeney Todd, dude.
Yeah, he was great in Sweeney
What
Todd.
the fuck? And,
I really liked him in what was it? The Grand something Hotel.
Oh,
Grand Budapest.
Grand
yeah,
Budapest
Grand
Hotel.
Budapest. Yeah,
he
absolutely.
was really
Yeah.
great there too.
Mhm.
Totally.
Yeah, man. And
Totally.
of course, you know, he was good as the French guy in Talladega Nights.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man. Sacha Baron Cohen is
He's amazing.
He's a genius. Yeah.
Yeah, he
well,
really is.
I didn't get Ali G when I first saw that.
Oh no, that was my first experience with him,
And it went
I
over my head.
Loved it.
Oh, see, I was like, huh, this is
when he
kind of
first interviewed
Yeah.
Donald Trump, dude, oh my God, it's so fucking good. It was so fucking good, man. Donald Trump, he walked out, you know, because he was taking it seriously, and then he's like, oh my fucking God.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're a troll. Oh.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late.
He
Well,
didn't
do we
want to
have-
be in the room with a bigger troll.
Right.
That's
Anything else on Kill Bill?
what- it's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It's-
It's
it-
timeless.
You should know that
timeless.
already.
It's immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and shame if
And
you
shame
haven't
if you
watched
don't.
it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do we need to bring Tandy into this?
Tandy.
Tandy, what do
Yeah,
you
he
what
is
what
here.
you think about
Tandy,
Kill Bill?
Damn it, Tandy.
you better
Didn't
be
even say
right
anything
here.
about Cuphead.
Come on,
for the
Tandy.
Switch.
Well, you guys were,
Talking about the delicious last course.
Yeah, boy.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, Tandy.
Oh,
Should
God.
everybody watch Kill Bill? I mean, we already know the answer, but
Should everybody watch it again?
yes, that's it.
tonight.
Ask again. Should everybody watch Kill Bill? Tandy.
Tandy, thanks for asking.
This motherfucker. He said never.
Oh,
You're
Tandy,
a liar, Tandy.
You don't know shit.
You're a liar.
Get out of here.
Mm-mm. I'm not asking you any more questions until next Saturday.
Until next
Yeah,
Saturday.
next time you try to turn it on, it's not going to work.
It's just
I'm just letting you know right now. Oh, you know what, Mandrew? I think that's worth discussing. Uma Thurman is super hot. I
but
actually
not her feet
have,
though.
You've been looking at her feet?
The whole time in Kill Bill.
Oh, dude, when you're like bad taste in movies concerned, there's a movie called Bad Taste.
Oh, Bad Taste. Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, it's
Peter
awesome.
Jackson.
And so for
Yeah.
a minute, I was just like, are we talking Bad Taste all of a
No,
sudden?
no, no.
We should talk about Bad
I
Taste.
had
yeah.
a standee of Uma Thurman as the bride.
Oh,
wearing the yellow and black.
dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean,
Oh.
it's like 6 feet tall.
Wearing the
And
Game of Death suit.
Yes,
yeah.
dude. I'm just like, I think I still have one. I think I still have a brand new one.
Oh,
I'll see if I can
shit.
find one. It'd be cool to put it in
We
here.
can put Uma Thurman in here. I got a Luke
Hey.
Skywalker
Yeah.
Yeah. we can
Yeah.
put
I
him
had a
in here,
Boba
too.
Fett too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No disintegration.
We got the
even
we
though
got
this is
that
an old school
we got
Boba
that
Fett,
life size Yoda.
he was slender.
Oh,
that may be a little big.
That's a little big.
Yeah.
I don't know if we
Yeah.
can fit him in. I don't know if we can
That'd
fit
be cool.
Yoda in here.
Put Yoda in the corner.
Yeah,
but-
man. Nobody puts Yoda in the
nobody
corner.
puts Yoda in the corner.
No, nobody puts baby Yoda in the corner.
Nobody puts Grogu in the corner.
Nobody
good.
puts Grogu in the
That's good. All right. On that note,
corner. Thank you guys.
thanks for hanging out.
So much for hanging out and being in the chat, and like, share, subscribe. If you know of anybody, any friends that might enjoy the show, share it with them. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, iTunes, all the places you like to
Love the greatest hits.
listen to podcasts. Guys, do you have any streaming coming up this week?
Well, we're going to be hitting some Blaze Blue cross tag.
Cross tag is going to
Tonight.
be the poison
That's
of
the
the
shit
E.
tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
So late cast will be
Yeah.
going live with that.
I'll be hitting some Sifu. I know that. I'm
Yeah.
going to keep streaming it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Check out Power of Grayscale
Uh-huh.
for a little Sifu, little Death's Door, a little
Zenith.
Zenith, and then come Monday, I'll have some King of Fighters 15 going
There
as
you
well.
go.
We'll
Hell
do
yeah.
some drinking and hang out with us because we also do the drinking.
That's right.
Yeah.
As a matter
well,
of fact,
it's-
Mandrew,
it's
you
our
got a
drunken monk.
PlayStation. If you would like to join our chat and hang out with us,
Yeah,
you
Come
are
on.
fully
our,
invited.
our
And-
late cast is our Drunken Monks
That's
stream.
Drunken Monks, right?
And so if you want to get down with the Drunken Monks, just jump on in. The water's
Yep.
fine.
Heck yeah.
Stumble on in.
Uh-huh.
in.
Absolutely.
Hang
Stumble
on
on in.
in.
We're going to stumble on
we
out.
get one of these cross tags going. Right?
Also, we have officially reached affiliate at this point. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't know how bits work, but throw us a bit. I don't know. Do
Throw
that
us a
thing.
bit.
Do
Yeah,
the thing.
I feel like that, isn't
Or
that
don't.
something we have to set up on our
I
end?
think so. I think we
Yeah.
got to do that. We'll
We'll
do a
let you-
thing, and then you can do a thing.
That's
Absolutely. We're all going to do some things.
We'll do
We
things.
like doing things.
Come back for us doing things.
And tomorrow, I guess we're gonna be at Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Hanging out
Lime's
with Lime.
birthday. That's right. Go
Yeah,
bother
absolutely.
Michael from
Be the- yeah.
Gamer Geeks. He's gonna have a
Debut
booth up
of
there.
Yeah.
Sailor Scoot.
Sailor
Absolutely.
Scoot.
And,
We'll make
yeah.
sure to have a picture of that on the next cast.
Fighting-
I'll put up a specific window so everybody can enjoy Sailor Scoot on the
It's
next
gonna be
cast.
embarrassing.
You've asked for this yourself,
I did it.
Mr.
Wait,
Magical
I did
Girl.
it.
Wait,
to
okay, so
myself.
Mandrew, is that Mayo
Mayor.
Mandrew or is it Mayora
Mayor.
Mandrew?
He is the mayor.
So
the
there
mayor.
is an R in his PSN name
Yes,
down there?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a bit
Right.
further away.
I think I have you on
It looked
my
like Mayo.
PSN, but we don't have you on the. So what do you think of this PSN?
right.
So we'll get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're coming for you.
Coming.
Yeah,
Watch
boy.
out.
We're coming next week.
We're right behind you. Oh my God.
Ah! Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Peace. Love. Hair grease.